we go. Welcome everybody to the Red Match Podcast, the automotive podcast. We're back, baby. How you guys
We're
doing?
back. Let's go.
Yeah.
I made it back to the country in one piece, so it's all
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that. Mike's head is still attached to his body, which is positive.
It is.
Yeah,
Good thing.
we're just Jamal will be here in a couple minutes. Your boy got off late from work. We'll get squared away. We got typical boys be working hard, all that. Please let us know if the audio quality sucks. If you are in the chat right now, because I upgraded to Windows 11 when I was drunk one night, and it completely screwed up all my audio settings. So
That's sick, dude.
I was texting the homies, and I was like, I remember years ago getting drunk, waking up, thinking of all the things I regret, all the things I shouldn't have said, and all the wild shit I did, and then now you get older and you wake up and you're like, fuck, I shouldn't have upgraded my PC last night. That's the craziest thing I do when I'm fucking hammered now. So, but yeah, if it sucks, let us know so I can try to fix it on the fly. Other than that, we did take a brief hiatus last week because Mike was in Mexico. How was that, dog?
Much needed. Oh my god. Of course, there was nothing but drama up until our first flight, but then once we got there, dude, it was butter.
Drama
Butter,
how?
baby.
Like what kind of butter?
The good kind of butter.
Nice.
Just drama my daughter's passport stuff and what you
Oh.
actually can travel with and what you can't travel with. Because technically, if you Google, can you travel outside of the United States without a passport with a minor? It says yes with a birth certificate. But if you're very specific on how you're traveling,
Yeah.
it says you cannot do it by air.
Yeah.
So
'Cause you have to
I've
go through
been
customs.
Yeah, well, I've been working with this company that my daughter's passport was on the way, but it wasn't going to make it there until Monday. Our flight was Saturday. So we go Saturday to the airport with a birth certificate and told no. So for giggles on my way home at 3:30 in the morning, we were trying to change our flight to Tuesday. We're going to get the passport Monday. Screw it. We'll still go. We'll still have 6 days there, whatever, right? I was checking my email and saw that my UPS said that the passport is delivered to the facility that morning at 3:30 in the morning. So I'm like, fuck it, we'll go do a transit interception. We'll grab the passport and we'll go Sunday morning. So we went home, power napped it. Woke up at 8:30 because the place opened at 9. Checked my phone again and it said out for delivery by 7:00. So I immediately got on the phone. Yeah, that day, Saturday. So I got on the phone immediately with Delta, changed my flight to Sunday morning, same flight, and I actually saved $550 by doing that because it's flying out on Sunday versus flying out on Saturday.
Yeah.
Nice.
Big deal.
So, but yeah, there's just a bunch of drama with her passport stuff and her being a minor, and then me having to get all the consent from her mom and all this stuff, dude. It was months of process and drama, but dude, Mexico's dope. Sat on the beach for 7 days, got drunk. ate a lot of
Mexico's
good
dope
food.
until it's not.
Yeah. It's kind of like their off season. So when they get like a lot of rain, they get these crazy giant shrimp that are like this big.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Dude.
prawns. Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah, and
The
then they
tiger
fry them up in
prawns or
like
whatever.
butter and stuff.
Yeah,
Like it was
they're
like
super
the
good.
first night my wife had to go and get that because we got that last time. So
Dude, they're so
Mexico's
good.
dope. Mexico's dope, but glad to be home.
Yeah,
I'm ready to be home.
I feel that. We need a vacation too, dog. Like we're planning something in March. Jess was like, "Let's go to Disneyland," and I'm like, "Screw it, whatever. Like, let's just make it work."
That's
whatever.
gonna be expensive.
Not that bad, dude. Honestly,
Disneyland?
nah. She found
Are
a
you
thing.
high?
Nah, she found a thing, dude. So for the room and including 3-day park hoppies. Jesus Christ! Here we go.
Wow.
Here we go.
What are we like 13 minutes in this bitch?
Fuck,
And now
I'm already fucking up. Yeah. So
Jesus, fuck.
no, she got the 3-day park hoppers and a hotel, and the shit was like $1,100. And then
Oh, that's what's up.
and then we gotta get flights still, right? Whatever. But it's like, I mean, those are always expensive to go back and forth from here to there. We're anticipating like $1,500. But like,
That's not that bad, honestly.
dude, honestly, if I come out total like 4Gs, including food and everything else, right? Like, what I consider that fine. Like,
That's what I spent to go to Mexico. Eating there, the flights, that stuff. Like we got lucky because my parents have a timeshare,
yeah.
so we basically we got 8 days or 6 days for free, and then I had to pay for 2 days at the end. But I mean, the whole trip is $4,000 ish.
It's not that bad. It seems like depends on the like the resort you stay at. Like, there's like Nobu and shit out there. Like my homie stayed at Nobu for a wedding, and he was like, "This shit is wild." He's like, "I have a butler."
Yeah.
he's
That's
like,
awesome.
Yeah.
he's like, I was like, "Damn, that's pretty sick, dude. That's
Yeah,
pretty
you
legit."
paid like $250 a night for the fucking room. It's fucking ridiculous.
Even right,
That's
it's not
awesome.
even that bad by
Jesus.
that level of luxury standard. Like you'd be paying 4 figures a night on the stateside, So I'll take it. And
Yeah.
just there's just the ever present threat of cartel violence, but
That's fine.
it comes with the territory, dog.
Yeah,
Like,
does.
I don't know what you want to say.
It's almost Vegas time.
All,
Lauren and
all
I are
I'm gonna
going to
say
Vegas.
is naming no names because I'm not gonna put anybody on blast, but somebody that I know, went to Mexico for like a Dave Matthews thing. I don't know. He does like a thing, and they took weed with them. I was like, "You're gonna be the first people arrested for smuggling weed into Mexico. You understand that, right?" Like, this is just source that shit locally, dude. Like, I don't know why
Right.
you're even
Bad idea,
fucking
man.
yeah,
Bad idea.
because they buy all their weed from California anyway. So it's like, just you'll
Just get it
probably
local.
pay less. You'll probably pay less just buying it out there than you're gonna
Yeah.
do to fucking pay and
Right.
ship that shit out here.
Dumbass.
Um, but hey, they didn't get arrested. White privilege. Anyway, um, yeah,
And then
man.
I'm going to Vegas, and I'm driving a Huracan STO at the Las Vegas Speedway.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You're gonna
yeah.
love
Did you
the STO.
did you take out the extra insurance?
it's included. Insurance is included with it.
They don't
They
have
have
Timmy
to.
insurance?
No. They don't know me yet. They don't know.
This
Or
is
is
the
it come back
beauty
with
of
no
having
tires and no oil?
a small
Yes.
follower count for your podcast is nobody knows who the fuck you are.
Okay.
Right.
Now here's the thing. You guys can't talk shit about me blowing up that car so much anymore as the fact that I've beat the shit out of my 60,000 mile having Audi and have zero issues with it.
There's metal in your oil, but whatever.
There's
It's
metal in
all
my
good.
oil that's been there for over 10,000 miles, and there's no issue going on with my car.
I mean,
You're
listen,
gonna be
German cars are a little bit sloppier than everybody likes to act like they are,
Yeah.
right? I.e. Porsche's fucking
A little
burning
metal is
oil.
normal.
Porsche's
Yeah.
burning oil if they sit for too long. Seepage being a normal. The fact that
Audi
Porsche has
versus
like
shit.
7 levels of how much your fucking oil is leaking, and 3
Right.
of
If it's
them are in
not
the
to a drip, it
acceptable
doesn't
range.
matter.
Yeah, if it doesn't
Yeah.
form to drip and drip off the car, that's not a leak.
It's not a leak.
It's not leakage.
That's seeping and
seepage.
weeping.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, seeping
Seeping
and
and
weeping.
This is what I'm saying. Like the fact that your brand has a scale of how bad is
Right.
your oil leak, and that's a
I
completely
mean-
acceptable oil leak.
They do get away with it though because they're like, especially like GT3s. I always had customers come in and be like, "Bro, my rear mainsail's leaking. You need covered in warranty. How many miles do you have on the car?" It's like 2019. It's got 1,200 miles on it. Yeah, it's because you don't drive that thing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, go drive
Yeah.
the car, and the leak will go away. Sure, shit, they'd go drive
It's something
it,
about
fucking
like the
leak will
heat
go away.
cycling, right? It's heat cycling the engine block or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
It's how the rear main's mounted into the back of the engine or something. Like it's a reverse seal, so they need to be driven. If not, they just leak.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of the shit with like also what up to everybody who's been chatting in chat. We're gonna go back through chat later and kind of just touch on some finer points. But yeah, I think that's just like it's just one of those things of like cars like that are super specialized. They're gonna have to heat cycle properly and all. I think it's more of a thing of that than anything else. But it's like Timmy's engine running with metal in it and like Porsche's fucking burning oil and like BMW's being BMWs. I mean, like they just have all these fucking little bullshit problems and shit. I think
Right.
it's normal, right? You'll be fine. But no, you totally blew up that STI or that WRX. You blew up- you
that I
blew
did.
up
That
like,
I
just
did.
fucking
But
just
that was it was.
It still blows my
it was
mind.
fun.
How the fuck did that thing not have any oil in it?
Hey, okay, it's so simple. It's so simple.
I
And
wish I
I
could
don't know
cut to
why
the
I have
footage
to
of
tell
the
story.
donuts. Like-
Right.
I can send
Right.
it to the Instagram.
Do it.
I can send it to the Instagram right now. And it has that song on it
I
too.
know.
But I checked the oil, and I don't know if the dipstick was caked with such old oil that literally it just looked like there was oil because I let Rudy borrow the car, and Rudy checked the oil before he drove it, and Rudy even said there was oil. So everybody's talking shit about me saying that there was no oil, or saying there's oil in it. Even Rudy.
You're
checked
talking
the
about
oil.
two guys who barely check oil.
Rudy
Whoa,
drives
that's
an
so
automatic.
rude. That's
Rudy drives
Rudy
an
does drive an automatic. That is correct. But I checked the oil.
The
It
automatic
looked
did
like
shoot flames. You
oil.
got to give him that.
That's true. Nah, his Evo was
So
clean.
cool.
Like his Evo
His,
was
E-
clean.
Yeah,
his Evo was
very
clean.
clean.
But I checked the oil. It looked like there was oil in it. I was gonna top it off, but it looked fine, so I let him drive it. And literally the next morning, he was like, "Yo, bro, your car just died." Like, what do you mean? Like, I've had the motor in there for 3 months. Like,
Oh, that feels bad.
it's
Oh yeah.
newish. Yeah, so like it's just the tube for the dipstick was just caked with old oil, I guess, and just left residue of oil on it, and it looked like there was oil in the car. And it wasn't black oil. Like that's the thing. Like I thought there was oil in it, and then Johnny goes to empty it, and there's nothing. There's no oil in it. So that's why the car blew.
It's at the bottom of the dipstick. Yes, sir. There's oil. Damn. I see you also drove an old Nissan. That's the thing that nobody tells you about driving KA fucking 240s is like you kind of want that engine to blow because then it gives you an excuse to put an SR in it or something else, right? It's like I don't give a
Right.
fucking piece.
Here,
of
Alex,
shit.
go to the Instagram.
That's a fucking
There,
Shit.
there you go. Make sure you put the music
Oh my
on
god.
there.
Oh my god, this is literally like 96 hours before that engine blew up, huh?
No, it was probably a couple weeks before.
Was it?
I
you
drove it
lying
for
to
like
me?
3 months after I was done with the drivetrain.
Okay. All right, let's see if this audio will work.
Yep,
It's not working, but it's okay.
I can hear it.
Yeah, you can
Yeah, I
hear it,
can.
but oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh my god.
This shit's
Yes.
so funny, dude. God damn it.
That is one thing, Tim, I'll give you. You are not afraid to whip a fucking car, bro. This is
So
Oh,
for
yeah,
those
dude.
listening at home, this is the scumbag video of Timmy doing donuts in the blue fucking WRX like a week before that shit blew up.
It was great. So worth it.
Was it though?
No, absolutely not, because I only got like a 13 grand for it. Okay, and when I asked him what he was gonna do with it, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna put it back to stock and sell it." I'm like, bitch, do you know what I just did to that car?
Yeah.
I just put an entire STI drivetrain in the car, and you're gonna put it all back to stock and sell
Yo,
it.
did you see? So did you guys see that fucking? And I don't even really fuck with their channel that much, but Mighty Car Mods is taking a Lavorg, which is the wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're doing a full STI drivetrain swap.
no.
So
Oh, shit.
built EJ24. Well, I don't know how built it is, but it's EJ, yeah, full EJ25 6-speed manual in the wagon. So they're gonna have a real right-hand drive STI wagon.
That's
Fuck
tight.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they got like a wrecked VA, and they're just moving everything over. Apparently, it's a very easy swap, which is not surprising to me at all, because it's basically the same car. But yeah, that shit's
Fucking STIs are damn Legos, bro.
yeah. Until you have to change the spark plugs, cousin,
Right?
or anything on the side, because boxers are great until you have to work on them.
Yeah.
So yeah, some shit happened, and we're gonna talk about it.
Oh, before we cut, one more thing, Alex, you'll be happy about it. When we
Okay.
go to Vegas after
Uh.
doing the track time in the Lamborghini, we
Uh.
did sign up to go for a drift session with a professional drifter in the back of a Hellcat Charger.
Yeah.
So
Hellcat
that's gonna be
Charger.
fucking dope.
That is gonna be
Yeah, it's a Charger, so
That's
Lauren and I
awesome.
can be in the back.
Yeah, I also like the way that car drives better than the Challenger, TBH.
Oh, I love the GT4 Nissan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where we're gonna actually, before we transition, Kyle, why don't you hit me with a random fact? Random facts with Kyle.
Actually, random facts. Did you know in 1963, when the first Lamborghini was showcased, there was no engine in it? It was filled with bricks.
Oh no way.
That's so fucking
Yeah.
Italian, I can't stand it.
Isn't it?
I can't fuck. Like I love that so much. Like guy
That's
who
so
owns
awesome. Like,
because it's
Oh,
dude who
shit.
owns a tractor company that built
Yep,
that
yep.
started a race car company out of spite because fuck
Yep.
Enzo Ferrari debuts a
Right.
car with no engine in it and an engine bay filled with bricks. Like that is
Damn. Kyle just got called out. You're a liar,
No,
Kyle.
okay. It was the
You're a
first
liar.
car, not the tractor.
Called out
First
by the chat.
road car.
Dude, do we have the only
outta here.
Lambo tractor enthusiast in the chat right now? And how
Yeah,
pisses me
yeah,
Have you seen those things? I got to sit on a Porsche tractor. That shit was crazy, bro.
Yo,
Hey,
Like,
there's a couple on
yeah.
Bring a Trailer. You'll find one.
What is
I'm good.
fucking Zwart has? He has that old like a Brazilian coffee field tractor from Porsche. It's like a little like, and he just like cruises that fucking thing around all the time, like a '65 Porsche tractor.
It's fucking
That's
funny.
dope.
Even that Porsche commercial where the fucking dude actually calls in the dealership and he drives his fucking tractor in,
Yep.
and the lady's like, "What the fuck?" And then they turn around and hand him a Porsche loaner car, and he just speeds off down the fucking road. You're like, "What just happened?" Like, I don't. You
Listen,
dropped your
tractors are
tractor off,
expensive. Tractors
and
are
you picked
expensive
up a
as fuck.
911. Like, I don't. Whatever.
Yeah,
Fuck
Porsche.
it.
Those tractors are expensive, man. I see those shits all over the place. So yes, Nissan has a new Z. It apparently is excellent. Everything I've read about that car says it's exactly what we thought it was going to be, which is a better 370Z, which is great.
Yep.
That's what we all wanted. We wanted a good-looking, fast, manual, rear-wheel drive Japanese sports car, and we got them. So what do you do when you
This
have a
is
good chassis? What's that?
this is a production car?
I'm talking about the normal Nissan Z. The brand new
Okay.
Nissan Z
Yeah,
is
yeah.
just
Okay.
everything I've read and seen is that the car is great, which is great. I mean, Zs have historically been solid cars. But what do?
Is
You
Andrew
make a
talking
race
about
car.
the Z? Fuck
Yeah.
you, Andrew.
Except the
If
look. You're
Andrew's talking about
tight.
the Z, he needs to get the fuck out of the chat.
Right, bite your tongue, sir.
Yeah.
The front
Still don't like
end,
the front end.
the front end is polarizing. The back end fucks real hard, and the silhouette is incredibly strong. Silhouette is incredibly strong.
I'll
Yeah.
give you that. I'll give you
Exhibit A. Look at this shit right here.
It's
The
not.
side,
It's
the
yeah.
side profile's real crispy. So yeah, so they built a race car. They're gonna do the GT4 thing. We're all very excited. Every time Nissan has a really cool history of like really interesting race cars. 300ZX race cars are making like 700 horsepower in the fucking early 90s and shit, right? Like,
Right.
so anytime Nissan's like, we're gonna do a race car, I'm immediately interested. It is apparently it's a turnkey thing, right? Like you can
Yeah.
buy one from
Yeah.
them and then go race it, which is so there'll be a spec class, I'm assuming, or it'll race in GT4, obviously, right? Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, which
It'll
is
literally
cool.
be racing with GT4 Club Sports.
Yeah. Which I'm really interested to see. That may get me into club racing. And also, we're throwing around
It's
ideas if
gonna
you
be much more affordable than
than the
other
Porsche for
built
sure.
race cars like that. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Also, if you
Poorly.
guys want some like club sport info or like content, Timmy watches a lot of that shit. We've been thinking about giving him a segment where he can do like bi-weekly updates on what's been happening in club sport and shit. So,
Drew, I'm with you. I don't like his build for TJ Hunt, but it is nuts what that dude has done to that car in a matter of
2 days.
yeah.
4 days. 4 days.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he's already got straight like no cat exhaust or like high flow cat. I just saw today he did a tune in E85 with it. It's got bags on it, TE37s. Like
But
he's
I've
he
seen
didn't
his
do that on
bags.
purpose. He only did that while he was waiting for like the new
a wide
wheels and
body.
the shit. Yeah, yeah. Everybody bitched about him for it, but he literally was just doing it for 3 days.
Supposedly that's his SEMA car because they're gonna cut that car up and they're gonna put the
Yeah,
The
the
Street
kit.
Hunter wide body kit.
Street
on
Hunter
it.
wide
Yeah.
body kit on it, right? Yeah. I still
I
can't believe
know.
he paid 80 grand for that car.
It's a proto.
Jesus.
He got the proto, right?
80,
Oh,
but still,
that's
just to go
just
fucking cut it up, like
That's
well,
the
well,
see, that's
well.
the
But
shit
think
I don't
about
get.
it. Just think
fuck.
about this. Think about this. So, my favorite site, Bring a Trailer, a perfect condition 240Z will go for like $50,000,
Which is
$60,000 right
stupid.
now.
Stupid.
When they paid
Stupid.
$9,000 for it,
Like
or
8
less,
years ago.
less,
Like 8
yeah.
years. Yeah. No.
Like
Well,
it's
and
when
No.
a car like this, the last edition of, I mean, what is assumed to be the last edition of a
It's
Z
probably the
that's gonna
last
be
Z that we as we know it. Yes. It's probably the
yeah,
last.
it's going to skyrocket in price. It's going to be $100,000 car. We don't want it to be $100,000 car, but it's
well, it's a
that's
$100,000 car because dealers are marking the shit
Well,
out
for
of
a
it.
proto,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
for a proto, right? Like you're not the protos are super limited.
What was there, like 240 of them or something?
No, I was like,
242.
yeah, some shit like that.
Yeah, I agree with Lenny for that though. He cut up a proto.
which is stupid. Yeah, no, I guarantee you that was purely a means of time frame. I would put
Yes.
good
Oh,
money
100%.
on I need a car now and
Yeah.
not being
He
able to
says that
hit.
in the video.
Yeah,
He says that
like
he bought it in Florida,
Yep.
drove it to the LZ compound or whatever, and then they were
Yeah.
talking about it, and he was like, I needed the car for the Street Hunter body kit and to go to SEMA. And like he's like, I didn't pay 6 figures for it like everybody else has been, because apparently those cars are sitting on lots for $110,000,
yeah, somebody was just
$120,000.
saying 123, which is just asinine, dude. Like
That's
See,
absurd.
I don't get like I don't know.
I think dealerships are trying to capitalize on the fact that the
Yeah.
writing is on the wall for performance cars. Period.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Oh yeah.
um so I think that especially with those special editions, like I didn't realize with the new GR Corolla there's actually 3 editions. So there's the base, there's the circuit, and then there's the Mizuno or whatever, which has like no back seat, has a little
It's
bit more torque and whatever, you know what I mean? And that's like even more limited than the circuit edition. So like that car is probably gonna be 90 grand at a dealer.
Yeah, and it's a
Morizo
Toyota.
edition. Sorry. Chorizo edition. That's what I'm calling it in my head from now on.
Just
Fucking
imagine
churros,
paying
bro.
$90,000 for a Toyota that is
No,
a Yaris or
A-
a Corolla.
It's a Corolla, right? Can you
Right.
imagine saying that after tax, title, and license, you paid 6 figures for a fucking Corolla?
No, thank you. No.
Can't do it.
I'll keep my STI all day
Uh,
long.
Yeah, can't.
I mean,
can't do
there's
it,
so
dude.
many other cars you can get for that, dude. Like,
Yeah, you can
That's
get a
absurd.
BMW M3 with 25% interest and 144 payments
Oh
for
my
$2,100 a
God,
month. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
dude,
Yeah,
that has to be a
shit's-
joke.
No, it's
That
not.
oh my.
No, long loans are a thing now, dude. Like long loans are like a fucking thing. Like there's like
Wait, for
Dodge is
real?
doing them. Yeah, Dodge is doing them. Like they're
That's how they
yeah,
Like
sell
how
cars,
long are we
bro.
talking? How long are we talking?
12 years.
12
God
years.
Yeah.
You want to pay on a car for 12 years?
Dude,
I
Lambo's been
remember
doing
that.
that shit for decades.
I mean,
Yeah,
if it
Lambo's
was like a
been- yeah.
918, yeah. If it was a 918 or like a something that's like $600,000, yeah, I'll put a 12-year loan.
What are you talking about, dude? A wide body, Hellcat Charger, fully loaded, especially one of these like last run editions, they're like fucking 85, 90 grand, dude.
It's funny because like I'm just now watching the Grand Tour, so which I think came out in like 2017 or 2018 or so. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But so we're talking about all these old cars and stuff, and they're talking about when the Hellcat Charger came out or the Challenger came out, and 45 grand. You can get this for 45 grand and have 700 horsepower. It's like, yeah, no, you can't get that for 45 grand,
Not
sir.
anymore. You
Right.
gotta use one.
No.
That's false.
I don't know if you can get a used one at that point for that kind of money.
Oh no, absolutely
Not now, but a year and a half ago, right? Pre-pandemic, they were like you could get like a
Yeah.
first gen.
They were cheap.
Yeah, first couple year Hellcat, you could get one with low mileage for like I saw a really low mileage one at that point, like 9,000 miles for like 55. This is pre wide body or like
Yeah,
right
yeah,
as the
yeah.
wide body was coming out.
I love Matt's
Still out of
comment
car for
'cause
55.
he's the whole BMW thing of having a subscription for your
Oh, yeah.
things, and Porsche's gonna do the same thing on the electric cars like the Taycan. Like you can order it without the option, but then you can add these.
Listen,
different
all that's
options
gonna
and stuff
happen is that
within, like, a
somebody's gonna figure out
subscription.
how to fucking jailbreak their car.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
100%. Yeah.
Like,
And then
that's
they
easy.
can
I
bring it
think
in, and your car's out of warranty now.
that's
sir.
just gonna bite them in the ass, dude.
It's a
Oh, yeah.
stupid fucking idea.
People
That's like
aren't gonna
that's
pay for it, and you're still gonna ask me for $140,000 for this fucking car. You can go fuck yourself. Like
The only
you're
brand that
losing
can-
sales.
the only brand that can pull that shit off is Tesla.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's
I
because
mean,
people follow
I
Elon
agree.
like it's a fucking cult, right? That's it. Like
Well, it
Most
is.
of the cars aren't crazy dumb expensive. Yes, they have their expensive ones, but for the most part, their mass-produced ones aren't dumb expensive. So I can
Yeah.
see where you could have the offset cost. But I mean, if even like an Audi, right? You go pay $80,000 for this Audi. Now I have a $1,200, $1,500 a month payment, and now you want me to turn around and pay you another $200-$300 for me to use my car and options in the car that should already
it's
be in the
like
car?
so here's the only thing I will say about like the BMW heated seat debacle is like you can still just pay them up front for the option, and it's just unlocked on the car. It's like $7 a month, or you pay them $450 for it up front, and they're like, you have heated seats. And it's like the problem is not that. The problem is the fact that it's on the car anyway,
Yes.
because it's cheaper for them to build all of them with heated seats than it is to do the
Correct.
option. And they're just kind of fucking you by saying, "Oh, that's great, but you don't get to use it unless you pay us for it." When it's like, motherfucker,
Right.
it made you money to put it in the car. So it's just kind
Yep.
of a shitty way to get around it. And real talk, all they had to do was just quietly put all the seat heaters in all the cars, not fucking tell anybody, and only turn it on the cars that it was marked as an option on, and nobody would have
Ah,
cared.
Yep.
Nobody would have given a fuck. Until somebody
Right.
dug through the seat and figured out there was a seat heater, and if you didn't pay for it, you don't get to use it. But it's like it's the subscription thing. People fucking hate that shit, right? They hate microtransactions, they hate loot boxes, they hate subscription fucking based shit.
Yeah.
It's stupid. Especially when it's like I got a car payment and then I got a payment that goes
You didn't pay
along,
your seatbelt subscription this month.
right? So
So
you're
you're
on
on
your
your
own. Right.
own.
Sorry, your ass is
BMW.
frostbitten, but you didn't pay your fucking subscription and you don't have cell service. So when they cut those cheeks off, player, remember to keep a card on file. You know what I'm saying? Like that's fucking
Yeah.
really what it is.
Facts, man.
It's stupid. I don't think that shit'll last. I think the market will correct itself on subscription
Oh, it's
based
going.
bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Um
Right. Hell yeah. You didn't have to pay a bunch of subscription shit when you had a cell phone plan.
no, that's
Now you
true. It's
gotta
like that or
Yeah. Oh yeah.
cable television.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's the same type of shit, right? Like you get slammed with a bunch of shit you don't need.
Why did my heart about to
Fuck.
play?
our bad.
Right? As if it didn't already suck enough to be poor. Now your car is less safe if you
Yeah.
can't pay up, motherfucker.
That you just paid $80,000 for and 20 grand over sticker for
Yeah.
it.
I'm like really stressing
Uh,
about trying to buy that Colorado when it comes out because I know what's gonna happen, and initially they're gonna like try and be really fucking stupid with it, but like they have a GMC version of the
That's
whatever the smaller GMC truck is. That's basically a Colorado. The AT4X and the ZR2 are like the same truck, just a different front end. So I feel like hopefully that will keep them from getting dickish because it's like, bitch, if you don't want to sell me this from 100, I got other Chevy dealerships and fucking GMC dealerships that I can try to canvas to find somebody who's not an idiot and just wants to sell
Right.
a truck, right? Because I'll pay
Yep.
MSRP. I'm at the point as a salesperson where I'm like, I'll pay sticker. Like, just don't dick me,
You don't have
please.
a choice.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Right.
like I don't even want a discount. I just want you to not upcharge me, please.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Well, but what's dumb is what's becoming like the whole COVID situation, right? And coming out of COVID and everything's like super limited production, and that's what happens is all of a sudden, like I've told customers in the past year, why are you buying a car right now? You drive a 2020 Q7 premium, whatever Mac Daddy. Well, I just want to get the new one. It's fucking 20 grand over sticker. Do you not remember the old car business when you drove it off the lot? You lost fucking almost 50% of the goddamn
We'll make
value
it
of
up
the
on
car.
service. Yeah.
Yeah, like you
Right.
didn't think that was gonna come back down to reality at some point? Like,
Yeah, it's just I mean, there's buyers markets, there's sellers markets. We're just very
it's about to be a
we're
fucking buyer's market.
we're in a seller's market, but it will pop just like anything else. Like people didn't think the graphics card shit was ever gonna pop.
Oh
Look how
yeah.
that's going.
Yeah.
Look how that shit's
The
going.
car business is already you're already starting to see it. There's people that are trying to come in and trade their cars in and we're like, yeah, you're 20 grand upside down in your car. So you cut a check or how
Yeah.
you want to handle that? And they're
You want
like,
to roll it over?
yeah, you can't because the values of the cars are
Too
dipping,
much.
and so the banks won't finance that kind of
Yeah,
money.
the
Oh shit.
loan to value is all fucked, and so they can't.
That's what I keep saying is like people won't be able to walk in the dealership for the past 2 years like they have been able to buy and flip it and buy and flip it. That's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, which is good. I think that's good. Like, it causes a lot of excess shit. I mean, the positive side of that kind of market is that there's a lot of tight used vehicles for like pseudo poor boys like us, right? Where it's like, I can't afford to buy a new one, but you put 20,000 miles on that fucker and give me 18 months, I might be able to pick that shit up. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like,
For sure.
Yeah.
but so you'll see that's the other side is that new car sales dip, used car availability dips. And so you have this whatever. We're not gonna get into the finer points of
Sure.
the
Yep.
automotive
Yeah.
market,
Yeah.
but it's a hard market like it is anything else right now. You know.
So getting back to the Z, when you have the GT4 up there, obviously that's the latest release.
Yeah, it's just their factory
Is
race car.
is there like a cost breakdown at all anywhere
I
on that
don't
thing?
I don't
know
think
actually.
so. I watched the interview video of the guy that was like the head of the Z or like the GT series, and he didn't say anything about the cost. It was like a 5-minute YouTube video.
Costs about $205,000.
No. That's for the comparable Supra.
Like a group racing Supra.
Yeah, like a GT4 Supra. So yeah, so
Okay.
it's a
Oh,
Supra,
okay.
Mustang, Cayman 718, and BM and the M4 in that class, right? Yeah, it doesn't mark.
It's a good looking car. I like the race car. That's
I
I
mean,
would estimate
realistically,
that it's
like,
gonna be around the realms of like 130 to 150 grand.
I mean, if Toyota can get off charging 2,
more than
it,
that. Yeah,
it'll
it'll be
be
two.
close to 2.
But it's a Supra.
It don't matter.
I mean, the
A
cost.
Z is not a GTR. A Z is a Z, but a Z is not a GTR. A GTR and a Supra are the ones that would technically be in the
I
same class.
mean, I disagree with this generation of Supra.
With
I
this
mean,
platform, with this
yeah,
platform, I
Specifically, I would
disagree.
disagree with this I would say that
Previous gen, like a Mark IV versus a previous.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh
it's
yeah,
because it had
Oh
a
absolutely.
yeah.
fucking listen,
Nobody
dude.
would buy it.
The Supra is an amazing car, but it's the 2J. It's the 2J being in the car that is the thing that makes it.
What the
Oh,
hell
that
was
was
that?
Mike. I thought that was
What is
Jamal. That was Mike.
happening?
The cinnamon. You put the cinnamon and the that's what was happening over there. No, I would. Yeah, I
Oh,
would.
he's in a gazebo.
We're back in our natural
Let's
habitat.
go.
Yes.
What's up?
Oh
Welcome.
God, your
welcome.
audio is so good this time. Look at you.
Yeah, it sounded really
Yeah.
crisp.
Yeah, good.
Oh, it's the headphones.
Perfect. Love it. So you didn't miss a ton, man. We're basically discussing the Nissan Z GT4 turnkey race car. We're trying to figure out how much it would cost. And Timmy made the point. So like the Toyota Supra GT4 turnkey race car is 205 Gs, right?
Yeah.
Ready to roll. Timmy was making the argument that
Okay, I
that a
kind of
new
like don't want to
Supra
rescind it a little.
so that the new Supra and the new GTR go head to head more than the new Supra and the new Z go head to head.
Well, no, I wasn't saying that. I was saying in heritage,
Heritage,
it's the
yes.
Supra versus the GTR, and I agree with you guys
Yes.
that this generation is definitely up against the Supra. But if they're
Yeah.
gonna make the Z race car the same cost as a Supra race car, then what are you picking between a Z or a GT4 race or a GTR race car, or is the GTR race car gonna be held at a higher price point than the Z is?
Well, the GTR is not in GT4 anymore.
Oh,
There's
well,
no
fine.
there's no GT. There's like it's literally the new Z. It's a Toyota Supra. It's a Mustang and the Cayman. And what was the fucking other one? Oh, the BMW M4.
BMW.
Yeah. So you don't even have a, which is weird because that makes the Cayman the only mid car in the class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a huge inherent advantage. Period.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
is it just a 718 or is it actually a GT4?
Oh,
No,
it's the GT4 Club
GT4.
Sport is
Yeah.
Club
is
Sport,
what
okay.
that is.
I want more info because, like, do they mount new GRs? Yeah, the GR Super has a two. Yeah, that's the 205 one we were talking about, 205,000.
No.
I wonder, do they mount those
Nissan.
front mid? You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Like, do they mount them? Do they like in the Z in all the front engine cars?
Oh,
Are
do
they
drop
mounting them?
the
Yeah, are they
engine
pushing the
back?
firewall back and like running them front mid to try to
I
get
see.
that weight distribution a little
I
bit
don't
better?
know.
But I don't know what the homologation rules are with firewall changes in GT4.
Allowed
Timmy, this
to?
is your job. This is Timmy's job. Timmy, you're the cup
I
guy.
would think I would
I'll
have to
find
say
out,
no
I'll
because
find
I
out.
think they have to be like a
They have to be a
production
full
car,
stock
don't-
chassis, right?
Yeah,
Like that's
I
the
don't.
thing. Yeah,
I don't think that's how that would work that way.
that feels like a huge fucking advantage for the
Disadvantage.
Cayman. Well,
Yeah.
no, it's not even a disadvantage for the Z. It's an advantage for the Cayman because it's the only mid-engine
Yeah.
car in the class,
Yeah.
right? Like
Well, what's
neutral.
its history in winning this class?
Fuck. It's a
everything.
Porsche.
Dude,
Right.
yeah.
They just win. Like
The fucking Porsche, dude.
it's not
It's like
if they're going to win, it's like when they're
it's
going to
like
win.
Cadillac
like
and prototype. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like Chevy and whatever the fuck they put the C7R in, where it just like literally rolled through everybody's asshole, like that type shit. Like it's one of those. It's fucking Porsche,
one of
dude.
those
Like
classes. Yeah.
Yeah.
fucking it's Porsche. Unfortunately,
The answer is that they are going to release the detailed specifications at SEMA.
Oh,
at SEMA. Okay,
we'll know then.
when is SEMA?
Oh, and Nissan already had they already participated in the Fuji 24-hour race in June. So it's already been raced.
Tight. More race cars. We need to
Race
go to
car.
SEMA.
Yeah. We need to go to Rentsport.
No, we need to go to SEMA and go fuck shit up.
Nobody
Anybody
ever
out there?
texted me back about it.
If anybody out
Bitch,
there,
I was texting you, just not on the group
can
chat.
you guys
Or
shut the
not on the
fuck
group
up for
text.
like 2 seconds?
No,
If anybody out there
Kyle.
designs websites, apparently one thing that we need to be a legitimate news platform is a website. Hit me up because your boy's trying to go to SEMA. We got everything else going for us. We could get credentials. We
Right.
just don't have a website. So yeah,
You can make a basic website, easy money.
this guy. Hi, I design websites.
I don't think they ever fixed the issue. I actually had Porsche decline 3 Cayman GT4s with the strut tire problems.
Yeah, that is true. I remember that. That was really funny and a bad day for that
I
guy.
was blown the fuck away. Like
Oh yeah.
it is a known issue, and Porsche's like, no, it's not a known issue. Yeah, that's he did something to the car. Yeah, we're not covering that.
He wasn't even driving it.
Tower broke, and the strut's out of it. He hit a pothole. Like
Nice.
So
sucks.
Tom is saying that for the other GT4 cars, okay, they push the engine back against the factory firewall, as I think is what he means here, as much as possible, just to try to get that balance centered. But I think that's wild. Now I kind of want to read the rule book, but I don't want to read that much.
Yeah.
So my laziness is gonna win off my interest in this. I'm gonna make Timmy do
Just for it to say that they can't move the firewall.
it. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we have a
Matt.
new sports car. We have a new race car. We're losing a hypercar. The R8 is
Gone.
going the way of the Buffalo.
Yeah.
What was the last? Was R8 GT? Is
It's
that
the
what it is?
R8 GT.
2023, right?
2023 Audi R8 GT. It looks sick. I think it looks dope as fuck. But
All right.
okay, isn't this the same horsepower that was on the last one? 602 horsepower?
This is let's see. No, it goes from 562 to 602. So that's a pretty big bump. That's a 40 horsepower
That is a
bump.
pretty big bump,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. There's so notably, at least for me and Jamal's stupid asses, there is a drift mode. Because everything needs a fucking drift mode anymore, including
It's not called
Everybody
drift
with an
mode,
R8
Alec.
has always wanted to drift their car.
It's
Yeah.
called torque rear drive mode.
Oh, that's
It's
I
gotta be
hate
exotic,
that
bro.
so much. Like
I
that's
know
so
it's
fucking
really what they're
stupid.
calling it.
And never mind the fact that you're gonna have somebody like Ken Block as your fucking brand ambassador, and you're gonna come up with the most, and I mean this with all due respect, pussy ass way to describe drifting. It's like, hey, take something I love and ruin everything about it, but only with
Right.
words. Only with words.
God.
I mean, it's an R8, right? It's an R8 with 40 horsepower. You'll probably
Which honestly, like, I don't know. Whenever I watch racing, I don't usually see the Audis win, unless there is one driver that's usually up there. But I don't see many R8s.
I mean, the
like, in
Lambo
front
is
and the
kind
back.
of the better performance
Is they
car,
fucking
right?
killed off
Like,
their diesel program, which they fucked that
yo,
up.
that shit was wild, by the way.
Yeah.
Back in the day of the prototype diesels, yeah, those things were nasty.
Yeah, they used to
Those
get
things
stupid
were
for
so
prototype
fast,
cars.
and you could not hear them go by at all.
They basically they literally dominated like LMP1 for
Yeah.
so long that there was only like 2 other teams in the class because everybody was like,
Yeah.
why are we here? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Audi's
And
just fucking rolling until they.
I
People
think
just stopped
one.
showing
I
up.
think
Yeah.
one was the Porsche, which is behind Tim, and then I think it was. I want to say McLaren, maybe. But
No,
yeah,
I don't
Audi
think
somebody-
dominated for like
Not
6 years.
Mercedes.
it may have been Mercedes actually.
Audi have been.
It might have
have
been
Mercedes.
Mercedes.
Was it
Might have been
Mercedes?
Benz.
I think it may have been because
What's
they had
their
the
other company that they race with?
That or maybe Bentley.
No,
No,
it wasn't
Bentley was
Bentley.
Bentley
Bentley?
was an LMP1 though. They
Yes,
were.
they
in
were,
LMP1,
Yeah.
I think it was Merc, dude. I think because when that thing was running, so it was Audi, it
That
was
sounds
Porsche.
about right. Yeah.
Toyota was there, but they were doing the hybrid thing that they were having a ton of issues
Yeah.
with. Nissan was doing that super weird, like front wheel drive
It was
thing
like
that they were
It was
doing.
like an Italian company, wasn't it?
Yeah, it
No,
wasn't
that's
Mercedes.
Panos. You're thinking of Panos. That's an
Yeah.
American. That's an
No.
American company.
No, it wasn't. That's not who I'm thinking of.
Panos did do a lot of work in LMP though for a while back in the day. They still sell cars, by the way. If anybody doesn't know what a Panos Esperante is, go look it up. They still make them, I think, for like the last 30 fucking years.
Decent looking big Miata.
It is a decent looking big Miata.
That's a good description. I like
So
that.
here's the real question, and this goes back to like new shit won't hold its value long term like old shit will. For 40 horsepower and some canards and some shit that says RAGT and all this other shit, what you're gonna pay for that car? Like you could pull a Jeff and go buy a used R8 and send it to Sheepy Race, and for
Dude,
like
yeah.
this for even
Actually-
money, probably have an 1200 horsepower R8.
Speaking of Jeff, I actually ran into him at a car show.
Uh-huh.
He wants to jump back on the show. He's doing some big moves, so he wants
Let's
to
do
talk
it.
about it. So
Get it on.
Yeah,
we'll
hell
get him-
yeah.
we'll
Fucking
get him
bring him
going.
on. Jeff was tight as fuck.
By the way, his R8 is for sale. By the way,
his R8 is
is.
for sale. 'cause
We
he
should
bought
buy
a
it as a
Lambo.
podcast car, and I think we should put Mike's
where
name on
the
credit.
fuck are you gonna come up with this kind of money to buy
Bro,
that
he
kind
wants
of shit?
200 racks for this car.
That's
Even
why
if we
we're putting
divide
Mike's
that,
name on it.
Where the fuck do you think I got that kind of money?
I don't know.
Look how you turned and look
You're
like
Mike.
you guys in the same room.
yeah.
I'm smart
No,
with my money. I
listen.
ain't got that kind of money.
Listen,
Jesus.
we'll sell blood and semen, not mixed
Yeah,
together.
it's fine.
Not a bad idea.
We'll
Not a
take
bad
care
idea.
of it.
At the
Yeah.
rate Timmy goes, I'm sure we could.
I don't even know how Timmy managed to like not work after the pandemic for a year and not be
I got
broke.
a sugar mama.
Like Timmy literally
pretty
was
great.
like, all that free unemployment. Nah, I'm gonna work during that part. Now that it's all over, fucking, I'm out. dog.
Right?
I did Dash for like 3 months. I didn't.
You were
stick out.
door dashing in an Audi S4. God, this is fucking.
No, I was using the S3.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me.
Okay,
So-
no lie.
I drove the $50,000 car, not the $60,000
but if we
car.
rephrase this just a little bit, if you were to say, "Oh, I was door dashing in a Golf R," that really puts into perspective how fucking stupid that is, and that's exactly what you were doing. Right?
Exactly.
I was door dashing
Yeah.
in a Golf R with Olympics on it.
Yeah.
And no
Some
hatch.
Olympic rings. Yeah,
Yeah.
sadly.
I was door dashing in a worse Golf R.
Yeah.
It's funny.
pretty
I
much.
did totally have somebody be like, "Oh my god, is that an Audi dropping off my food?"
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
How much money I make, baby?
I'm-
That's how much money I make on
Yeah.
DoorDash.
So wait, did Jeff sell the GTR? He sold the GTR, right?
He sold
Yeah,
the
John.
GTR. Yes.
Yeah.
So
That I knew that he would have a harder time selling that R8 than he was the GTR, just because of the money. Like that's
I did offer him straight trades, but he didn't want to do it. So
Damn.
well,
Try
just
cop.
a lifetime booty supply for
yeah, I'm
fucking
just like,
right.
yeah.
Right,
He can
whenever
just
you
take
wanna do
my
that
Audi
thing-
and your Volkswagen, and we can just split the Audi, the R8.
That's
I don't trust you in the
even-
R8.
That's literally not even half of what he's asking for that car.
Yes.
What you just said is you and I can sell our cars and
Put
maybe
a down
Jeff,
payment.
maybe Jeff will let us lease this car
Finance for
from him.
12 years.
Fucking 12 years.
Right?
Can I get a long loan?
Can I get a 24-month booking on your Turo for the cost of my fucking GTI, please? Like,
Shit.
that's fucking wild. So yeah, so the R8's dead. I'm sorry, who cares? I kind of don't care.
It was
Um,
old for a while, honestly.
The R8 is a cool car that is very fast. I know how fast they can get, but they never hit like exotic to me. Like they never
Or
like
Lambo.
You never see an Audi in the street and you're like, oh, look
ooh,
at
shit,
that. It's
exactly.
like,
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it's more like a that's cool. Let's keep going.
Yeah,
oh, it's not a
exactly.
Volkswagen, it's an Audi. Okay.
Yeah,
I was driving an 1988 90 right? This is before Defender launched, right?
Okay.
But it looks exactly the same. I think I got more looks in that Land Rover than I did driving an Audi R8.
Agreed.
I remember when you took that home too.
I'll put it to
Yeah,
you
and
like this. I'll put it to you like this. Brian Halitosis from Rover was more chill about me driving an R8, the possibility of me driving an R8 than a fucking Trackhawk.
Right. Yes.
Right.
I remember he was so like stickler about anybody driving that Trackhawk. Like it was insane. And I'm like, dude, relax. Like he let me drive the Hellcat, which is
No, the Demon.
But
He
it
let you drive the
wouldn't let me
Demon.
go.
the Demon. The
Yeah.
Demon, excuse me. It was the Demon. He let me drive the Demon and wouldn't let me drive the Trackhawk, which I probably had a higher chance of wrecking the Demon.
10 out of 10.
Right?
Yes.
Like easy.
Yes.
The demons.
and he was like,
805
just
through
a
the
car.
rear versus
Yeah.
707 through all four.
Right. And he
Yes.
was like, yeah, you could take it to lunch. And I was like, what? All right. Like I'll
I
take
was
it to
so
lunch.
weird
Sure.
about shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Used car guys are weird. They'll always will
I'll
be.
be
You work
driving
at-
fucking anything I want.
I mean, I
Sorry.
did. I used
I
to,
did.
dude.
Oh yeah.
I used to do
I remember
ignorant
this one
shit.
time I'm pretty sure it was the first set of tires? My tires were pretty bald. Unsafe to drive home.
When are your tires not bald, Timmy?
My tires, you can ask Mike. I've never had bald tires except for this one time.
Because the car
Yes,
doesn't
I was
run
gonna
long
say.
enough. You keep blowing the engines. You can't drive a car long enough to have fucking
I've
bald
had
tires on it.
60,000 miles, okay? 60,000 miles, no issues.
Right? In 3.5 weeks.
Motherfucker.
No.
So
I'm
anyway,
kidding, Jamal. Jamal was like, "You're lying." Yes, I am. But it's a very
Yeah,
short
close.
amount of.
He's
Damn close.
3.5 years, all right? It'll be 4 years in April. 3.5 years, 60,000
Okay, but to
miles.
be fair, you had 50,000 miles on it 18 months ago, and you just haven't
Yeah, you
driven
did.
it in the last year. So
Correct.
yeah.
You ain't got
so
no
you were,
job.
you were doing like 25,000 miles a year when you first
that
bought
point.
it.
And he had a
Yeah.
lease. And he had a lease.
Yeah.
Wow.
We've told this
Yeah.
story on the show so many times, and it's
So many
still
times.
funny every time.
great.
Never
great.
stops being funny.
I think I bought the car at like 51,000 miles. And my lease was for 36K.
Yeah.
I was like,
You
cool.
had to buy it. You fucking had to buy it.
No, they said they would take it and they would take care of my fees. And that would be it. I could sign it over and they would be done. But they also offered me an extended warranty at cost.
It's a tough
So
beat.
I was
That's a tough.
like,
That's a
I'm
tough.
just
Yeah.
gonna take that.
So you paid less than 4 figures.
Less than 4 figures. Hold on, let me do the math on what 4 figures.
That would be
is.
1,000.
Yeah, let me do
That is-
This fool literally looked at 4 of his own fingers like he had never seen them before. Like, who are you? Why are you in my house?
Oh my god.
I paid $0.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah. I
You
mean, it's
steal this car?
damn
I
near.
own what? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I got my Nilo discount and then I got a cost warranty, so it's kind of gold, honestly.
That's pretty legit. Not gonna lie.
Like you can't like my residual was 33. So go look for a 33,000 mile S4 that only has 36,000 miles or
Oh, that's a
36,000
good point.
miles,
Yeah.
and those are like $50,000 right now.
Yeah.
I paid 33 grand for my car.
Plus the
Well,
3 years
after
of
the-
payments before that. Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
I
just-
paid
but we're gonna
$52,000 for the car.
total.
Yes,
That's not bad.
plus interest.
You were right, but I mean that kind of puts
Yeah,
you
it's really not
basically
that
on
bad.
par. That puts you basically on par with what you would have paid to buy the car.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
that's Zach's in chat, and he
Never.
makes a good point. We need to get him on the show because we have a ton of funny stories to make fun of him about, as well as talk about his car. Also, he's missing a finger because of his car, which is hilarious.
Oh, I want to hear that story.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, my boy Nine Fingers over here.
9 fingers.
Yeah, it's a pretty. I didn't like.
Why is that not
believe
your
it.
screen name?
I don't
It
know.
should be.
It should
Totally
be.
should
It
be.
should be
9 finger Oogway.
Right. Fuck. Okay, so yeah, the R8's dead. Cool. Should have bought a Huracan.
Wife loves it.
Dude, it's a fucking it's a poor man's Lambo. I'm telling you.
It is. It's which is like stupid because it's almost the same cost, but whatever. And as we transition from segment to segment, Kyle hit me with a random fact.
Actually, staying on the topic of Lamborghini, they actually designed the motor for the Viper.
No shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
America.
Are you making this up?
No.
I would really like it if Lenny would or somebody would call you out for being wrong.
Go ahead.
Here's another fact
So
checker.
please tell me more. I need to know more. I would like to know more.
I mean, I could pull it up real quick. I don't know. Remember
Because
all
as
the
far
facts
as
on
I
it,
knew,
but
that
yeah.
what they used they basically took the old Magnum
So-
V10 truck engine and put it in a fucking sports car. And
Yeah, in
said,
the 1980s. Basically, they just designed it in the 1980s, and out of cast aluminum. Right? We all
Right.
know it was aluminium. As a
Aluminium.
as a prototype of the Viper engine, basically. And it was used in production. Still exists to the day.
I was really hoping that at some point the last gen Vipers, because they sold so shitty, that they would like kind of
Drop off
fall
the boat.
off. Yeah, and I'm like, okay, like you
Yeah.
know, maybe the Corvette effect will kick in where you can pick up
Ah,
like a
nope.
C6. Like you can still go and find. There are out there. I just checked the other day. You can find mid $30,000 Z06s, C6 Z06s with not a fuckload of miles on them, like
Yes.
40, 50,000, 60, 70,000. Honestly, if it's a C6 Z06 and that bitch has 85,000 miles on it, and I can pick it up for 35 grand, I still consider that to be a bargain.
Oh yeah.
It's a ton of fucking car for $35,000, and if you do trunnions and a cam, that bitch is rock solid, right? So
Yeah.
you do the top end shit that always falls apart, so you don't drop valves, and you're fucking golden, right? It's a TR 6060, it's a fucking push rod V8, you're straight. But like, yeah, I don't know what happened. That probably Calvo Motorsports cranking 3,000 horsepower through those motherfuckers, and like people realize
Oh,
that you
God.
can they'll just hook with
Yeah.
3,000 horsepower, they just fucking go. But like they did not do. Like I was looking at them, and they're selling for damn near the price they were selling sticker for, like 2014, 2015.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yep.
I'm big
So I'm
disappointed in that.
Yeah, I'm
It may
staying on
possibly be
the
because it didn't sell well. Now it's like,
And people have like retrospectively realized how badass that car
Yeah.
was, and now it's like, well, there's
Yeah.
none of them out there, so good luck. Yeah, probably. That's probably a great point. But I mean,
I
that
got
like,
mine.
dude, that last gen Viper was, it was crispy, dude. The interior was super nice.
Dude, I had a neighbor that
Last gen
had an
Viper was what?
ACR, the white, like a white ACR with the
Yeah.
blue
Oh,
stripes.
Yeah,
God,
with the
yes.
driver stripe.
He traded it for a Hellcat.
Oh, I hate stupid people.
I was
like a
so
lot.
mad. Like I
went to go
saw
do
it for
donuts.
years, and then one
Still
day it
talk
was
to that
gone.
guy?
Right?
No, I didn't
Where does
know
he
him. It
live?
was
Can we
like
go fuck him up?
like a down the street neighbor that I would just drive by and see.
Get the HOA to kick him out.
Yeah,
Agreed.
that's just stupid. It's just stupid.
I can't afford to live in an
Go
HOA.
talk to his wife, man. What does it feel to be married to an absolute fucking idiot? How does that feel? Does that feel bad?
Right.
Like when you wake up and you look over and be like, "Oh, why?" Every morning.
I was so disappointed.
Damn.
It was so good. That car is beautiful.
Yeah, no, dude. When I saw one of those at that Mopar fucking car show, which we never talked about on the show, yeah. So I went to like some Mopar car show at Texas Motor Speedway a few weeks back, and it was exactly what you thought it would be. It's a bunch of wide body Hellcats at 30% interest for 500 months, and a bunch of
Wait,
like
500 months? Is that how many years is that real? 500 months?
I don't know, Timmy. I'm exaggerating.
Count it on
I'm
your
just people.
fingers.
Sorry,
Continue your
sorry.
story,
I
Alex.
feel like you would be honest.
We're making fun of Mopar guys. Who are you listening? You know you deserve this.
We're talking
You
to
guys
you.
are so meme worthy. It's not even funny. You got the pool noodles on the front lips. You got the terrible loans. You got all those
Dude,
poor
I
kids
love
in
it.
the army. You got the sideshows. You got the fact that all of your cars are slow. All except like the honestly,
Real loud and slow.
yeah.
With the credit
honestly,
score of 392.
the Mopars that scare me the
Like a
most.
bomb.
The Mopars that scare me the most are the 4-figure Trackhawks. Those are the ones that I'm like, yeah, those fucking things are fast as fuck.
Well,
Yeah.
that was good timing.
That's the fucking. Well, that couldn't have worked out better.
You can hear these fuckers going like 3 blocks for a long time while I sit
Oh,
in my
forever.
backyard. It's just
Yeah.
like, oh
Did we
my
not-
god,
did
dude,
we-
get to the
It's
freeway
still
already.
going?
Yeah.
Is it really still going?
Did we
Why?
not make the point like on an episode of this show that Mopars are the new Hondas?
Yes.
The
Oh, yeah.
American Honda.
Yeah, no, they
Yeah.
are. They're the new. Honestly, I would say that Mopar exhausts are now considerably more obnoxious than Honda exhausts.
Easy.
Kyle, you should know this car.
Is it?
You remember what's the 2-door? Is it the Charger?
Challenger.
The two-door is the Challenger.
Challenger.
Challenger. You remember the black Challenger that used to come to Nilo and the car shows they would put on, and you always pop the trunk and it got the blue neon on the bottom of the fucking car, and it had the big ass fucking speaker system in the back of it.
Oh yeah, he thought he
like
was
a
in Houston. I remember this. Yes.
Cold air intake kind of fucking shit. And like, dude, that guy is literally at every car show that I've ever been to. Like, he just like
So
that's what the car. And
yeah.
it's stock looking. Other than that, like everything else is fucking like stock.
Yeah. So the thing I
Get
noticed
him to
at
like
the
and subscribe next time you see him.
Ayo,
Hey,
Um,
accurate.
this motherfucker. Okay, Tom's trying to make the blasphemous statement that that Challenger RTs are the new EK hatch, and
We can't agree with that.
Tom,
because
no.
you're
One
getting
looks
real
good.
close to
No.
being.
One of them actually looks good.
One of them has chassis dynamics and like performance potential, and the other one's a really big couch.
No, Tom, get off the Civic hatch.
This fool said EG then? So you're okay, so you're gonna say that a fucking RT Challenger is the same as literally the everything killer. You've seen EGs take out GTRs, you've seen EGs take out Supras and Porsches and fucking every other performance
supercars.
everything, bro.
Like everybody hates the fast EG guy. Everybody hates the fast EG guy. If you make
They're not
300,
supposed to be clean, Tom. They're not supposed to be clean. They're supposed to be piles of shit.
Exactly.
That when you roll up to these supercars and you run them and smoke the fuck out of them, they're like, God damn it! I spent
like
$1
my
million
car
on
is
what?
filled with
Extra
Jack
bad.
in the Box taco wrappers, and I smoked your fucking Lambo.
I walked your Lambo like it was
Right.
a bitch.
This is my homie's engine. This is his cousin's transmission. This is his dad's set of slicks. This is.
I got
Okay,
tires at Pick and Pull this morning.
Did you guys see the green one that had like 1,300 horsepower that they made all-wheel drive?
Yes,
That shit was wild.
it's wicked. Have you seen
That
the ETS
was-
Turbo Integra that makes like 1,400 horsepower? It's a standing mile car, and that bitch has done like 220 something miles an hour in a standing.
I don't think I
Yeah,
have.
it's a runway car.
Wow,
And an
Yeah.
Integra?
Yeah,
That's
that's
scary.
nuts.
That's
Yeah.
scary.
he's been on 1320 video like a gang of times, but yeah, for a hop forever it was front. I think it might
I'll
still
see
be
that.
front wheel drive. It might still be front wheel drive because it's a mile car, so you don't worry about launching, right? But like
77 psi. Good lord.
That's a lot of boosts.
Hondas are just
Still a
baby
lot of
diesels.
boost.
They're just baby diesels. You can put
Right?
so much boost through them, and those stupid little
And they
aluminum
last.
blocks don't care. They're just like, yeah, just keep sending it, like, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay, so yeah, Zach knows 1,500 horsepower, 77 PS. It's all-wheel drive now, I know, but it wasn't all-wheel drive for like a while. I don't think. I think for like a lot of, yeah. I think for a long time
Just
it was still a front-wheel
destroying
drive.
cats now.
I mean, dude, Hondas are
All-wheel drive, like that's nuts.
Hondas are, and I will go out on. I will honestly die on this hill. A Honda Civic, Integra, whatever, from that era is the optimal budget platform for every single motorsport except drifting.
Correct.
100%.
Yeah.
There is no
Yeah.
car you can buy cheaper and punch up higher than with
Correct.
a Honda. I'm sorry. Like I can still go get a shitty old Integra for $4,500 and put $7,000 in it and go to a track and keep up with a 911.
Yep.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
You can't buy
Oh,
a
yeah.
single other car. Dude, 240s have drift tax, so that's out. Because that chassis is just as good. Like 240 chassis, S13, S14, amazing chassis. You can do anything with it, but they're too fucking expensive.
What's Miata's going for?
That's the second. That's the close
Dude.
second runner up. That honestly, like,
Miatas are
yeah.
kind of expensive now.
Yeah,
People
they're
want
a little out of
them.
hand.
NBs
People
are still the
want them.
cheapest. NBs are still the cheapest ones because they just made so fucking many of them. And like the
I ain't gonna lie.
Ns-
So what generation is an NB?
the second gen, the first non pop up
Oh.
headlight one.
There was like a 2012 for sale on Bring a Trailer that had a supercharger on it, and it sold for like 30 grand. It's like I'm not paying 30 grand
Yeah,
for a
that's
Miata,
wild. That's Bring a
whether it
Trailer
has a
though. Like I
supercharger or
don't Bring a
not. I
Trailer
know,
is
I know.
like
Yeah.
Bring
It's
a
just cool
Trailer's
shit. It's just
Bring your wallet.
Bring a Trailer is where you go when you have so much money that you have a blood feud against some of it, right? And you're like, oh, I'm gonna kill this money by doing ignorant
Yeah.
shit like paying
let me buy
40%
something
more than a
here.
car is worth. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And vendetta rich.
Exactly.
Told
That's
you,
a,
motherfuckers, I'd make
right,
it.
right. Like money is no object. I have so much. It's Scrooge McDuck, right? You're swimming in this shit. You're telling your kids to fuck off just because you can, even though you got more money. You never know what you can do with it.
Be
So
careful
yes,
with your money. Careful. I just bought a $30,000 fucking Miata.
you're like, I have a whole room that I just keep money in. It's my money room.
Yeah.
This is where it stays. It doesn't, like, which
I
means
got
that this
different
is
types of money. I don't
right.
travel.
This is the money I just like to smell. Right? Don't ever spend it. Just come in here, rich mahogany. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Smells.
They've got cases. Some of them have
Cases.
lights.
Oh my god, this is money that I
Got my
only use
first
when
50
poor people
grand
are
in a
around.
rotating case.
So much money you're buying NFTs just to delete them. Damn, you don't have to call Lenny out like that, dog. You can't call Lenny out like that. I got a whole, bro. What are you talking about? I got like, you know how many NFTs I can store on this bad boy? I've been storing NFTs on this motherfucker
For real.
forever. Can't fudge the fuck out of any of this shit. So Jamal decided he was gonna volunteer to talk about drifting today.
Oh, sick.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
that was
So
a beautiful segue, Valoria.
I do what I can. I was gonna do like I had a clean one set up
Everybody else
when
got
we were.
these good segues and shit. I just like
Dude,
coming off the
listen, I
break.
had one when it was like every Hondas are good for everything but drifting. That was my segue, and then that caught a lot more fire than I thought it was gonna catch. Like I didn't think we were gonna end up spiraling out of control as we
It's
often do.
Tom's fault. It's all Tom's fault.
Damn it,
Honestly,
Tom.
dude, really RTs? God damn it. Anyway,
Right.
I'm still fired up about it.
so
Formula D is coming towards the end of the season. They've got one event left, which is Irwindale. There are 6 drivers still mathematically in the chase. So Irwindale could be interesting. Utah was the last event they did, which is the fastest track they've ever had. Chelsea Denofa beat Chris Forsberg with a 108-mile-per-hour entry. Just like walked him. Like Chris couldn't even get close on his chase. It was ridiculous.
I'm gonna look this up. Keep talking. So that was Chelsea and Chris Forsberg.
Yeah. So Chelsea put Chris out. Chelsea went from 5th place to 3rd in the points. Ryan Turek got put out early, went from 3rd to 5th. Chris stayed in 4th. I think Denofa's in 3rd, Osbo's in 2nd, and Matt Field is in 1st.
Matt
Oddly enough.
Field is in first
Right?
for the season.
I had to look that up. Like I had to make sure I had to. Yeah.
Okay, so
he's
backstory.
Points,
Yeah,
he's only 4 points ahead of Osbo though. He's 558. Osbo's 554.
which is way closer than you want Osbo to be to you.
Especially with one event left.
Frederick. So yeah, for those who don't know, go get into Formula Drift. It's fucking super entertaining, even though the sport is incredibly flawed. In a lot of different ways. But super entertaining to watch. Probably my favorite motorsport to watch and just like be there for. But yeah, Frederick Osbo is a dude who's been in Formula D for a hot minute, and the dude he's like there's everybody always talks about how inch perfect you have to be in F1. But those fucking Norwegian motherfuckers in Formula Drift dog will put the car flying out sideways at 100 miles an hour on the same fucking spot over and over and over and over again, which in my opinion is just as fucking impressive as doing it in an F1 car, just because the car is inherently out of control when you're doing it, right? Like you're controlling an uncontrollable. Anyway,
the only reason he didn't get first in the last event is because when he went up against Denofa hit him and he didn't have enough time to fix his car before he was supposed to go up against Gucci. So they gave Gucci the win for the event,
Yo, did
which kind of sucks.
Denofa,
He had a buy run for the top spot. That was kind of weak, but
That is weak.
which is what you don't ever want.
yeah,
Trying to find this fucking run, dude. 2020. YouTube is letting me down right now. This
they do that.
round 7. So who's in the vet in this situation?
Field.
That his vet is white now?
No. Is his?
All right, so let's just
No, I think his vet's still Falcon colored.
all right, so let's peep this game really quick. Ads and all.
It's a white vet.
So this is his qualifying run. Let me turn this down. I don't know why the browser audio is not working. Jesus fucking Christ. 104 mile an hour entry.
That's insane.
Yeah. Well, Chelsea did 108 against Forsberg.
He's just on it though, dude. This big outside sweeper is so sick. I loved that part of the course. It's a strong lead run. This is supposed to be all of his runs from. This is Essa. That's not going to be entertaining. Trying to find it.
So Toyota is in the points lead for manufacturer.
Oh, Taylor fucking Hull is in event now?
Yeah, that's who's in the vet. Taylor Hall.
All right, here we go. So this is Denofa and Chase. That's a fuckload of angle, dude. Jesus H. Christ, dude.
Oh shit! Did he hit him?
Nah.
They're saying that Denofa's at fault because he
This is
stopped. He was going too slow.
which is wild. All right, so that's the OMT. That's the one more time. Still, Jesus, they went back. Oh, this is Forsberg. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
This is the one. Holy fucking shit! Forsberg's kind of fucking squirrely in that new Z, dude. It's not like as planted on the track as as the old one was.
Felt like it was until they got to this track where everything's fast.
Oh, there's the brake check.
Oof.
He brake checked him at the end of the run. Like that's
Seems like
it feels petty. Like if you follow drifting at all, you know that there's always like rumors around Forsberg doing sketchy shit, and a lot of it is just because he's so fucking good, right? Like everybody wants to take like the main guy down, but oh yeah, he was going for it. He was like, yeah, he got ass out before he even fucking left the whole shot. 108. Jesus Christ. Yeah, he's gone, dude. That's it. Forsberg's nowhere.
yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. Are you serious?
Just demolished him.
Dude. Forsberg's fast as fuck. For the record, that Z makes like 1,200 horsepower.
Damn.
And he
Yeah.
just
I thought
walked
that Z looked better than his old car up until that last event.
Dude, like, what are those? So they're still running illuminators with NOS, right? In the Mustangs. So they're all like 1050 horsepower. They're like 1,050 horsepower, or something like that. 1,050, 1,100. Forsberg's
I
been
think 11 and 12. I think Chelsea's at 12 now, and
LZ's at 11.
LZ's in the 1100 one.
Fonda was at damn near 14 his last season. I know they had
Yeah,
his car
Johns was
turned.
14.
Yeah. 1,400 horsepower in a car, you're going to go sideways at 100 miles an hour. Giant fucking balls. So, but the
Never
big
uses the brakes.
never uses. No, Vaughn doesn't. No,
Dude.
Vaughn getting Jr. That motherfucker can wheel. He's kind of a fucking idiot, but I love that guy to death. No, Matt Field being on top is super interesting. If you guys haven't again watched drifting, go check out Matt Field's just his whole kind of career. It's really interesting. Started in S chassis, was one of the main. Was he the first vet in Pro 1? Because Stratton, well, no, I guess technically Dirk
No,
Stratton.
no,
Dirk
no,
Stratton was the first one.
no. There was a dude way back in the day that had a vet.
And his,
Conrad Berger Grunwald had a vet.
oh, that's right. Berger did have a vet, and then he had the Marrow,
Yeah,
which he
Berger had a
also
vet.
sucked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody
Yeah,
else had a vet back in the day too.
I don't remember, but yeah.
Oh,
Anyway,
It was a
Field
Japanese driver actually that had a vet.
Daigo, but that
Had
was in
a cherry
D1.
blossom shit on there.
I don't remember that. That may have been one of the seasons I wasn't super paying attention. Anyway, Matt Field's been in the
Yeah.
sport for a minute. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. A lot of times, like, always had a strong platform, would consistently hit really strong qualifying runs, and then would kind of shit the bed when it came to competition time. Either he would crash or he'd get super aggressive and run into somebody and fucking twack his car, or he had a lot of bad hits, like when Osbo hit him and basically totaled his brand new car. They had to like put that shit on a frame straightener right after
It
the
was
first
like,
event of the
what is it, like
Jesus.
the Danica Patrick of fucking drifting?
kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. It's not as good a breast.
Forgot about Danica.
It's hot.
I mean, he's all right. He works out. Oh, Danica Patrick, got it.
Oh god.
But no, he yeah, he runs he's like Audi, so they run the fuck, what's the name of that engine company? God damn it. Texas Speed. They run Texas Speed supercharged LS7s in both the fucking cars. Audi does it in an S14 with a 15 front end, right? Or is and then
Yeah.
Phil does it in the what or whatever, and his vet's he's a fabricator. He built the car himself, which is cool, right? So he built a basically 6-figure race car in his own shop. But yeah, he's just like either fucked himself over or gotten fucked over basically every event for the last like 3 years. So to see him at the top of the podium, especially when you have guys like Forsberg and Osbo and Turk that kind of just fucking dominate the sport over and over and over again. It's kind of cool for him. That's cool to see. I'm bummed I haven't watched more of the season. I would have liked to see him run well because his car sounds sick and he always puts on a good show, even if he kind of sucks sometimes. Yeah, man.
Apparently he's been doing well this season.
I am yeah, obviously. I think we should do something for the last round. Maybe do it. I don't know what day is it on. We'll figure it out. But Irwindale is always cool. There's
I
always
was
some
gonna
fucking
go,
wild.
but it's
What?
yeah.
It's expensive
No,
now.
it's on my actual birthday, so I'm not going to that shit this year.
That's true. That's a fair point. But no,
Not
Irwindale
your fake
historically is.
birthday?
Uh,
It's on your actual birthday, not your fake birthday.
yeah.
Feel good about that one, Timmy? You feel strong? You feel powerful?
I was just trying to have it like slide in there, but he didn't hear me, so I was like, I gotta say it again.
Yeah.
Okay. Zach made a comment. Wait, Zach is out here standing up for Rad Dan. It's a strong position, my friend. So Jamal and I have talked a couple of times about like the 2JRB beef bullshit. It's not even really beef. It's just like shit talking on the internet in the drifting community, right?
Yeah.
Mainly started by two guys, neither of which ever really do shit in the sport. Rad Dan Burkett and Ryan Literal. Ryan Literal has this whole YouTube series and a series of Instagram posts about this ridiculous S15 that he built with a billet fucking RB engine in it and all this other shit. And he's had this car for 3 seasons now. 3 seasons. 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 3
So yeah,
Yeah, never finished an event. Like
that as far as I
literally
know.
engines blown, trannies blown, like just can't fucking and he made t-shirts talking about RB Army, fuck 2Js, all this other shit. And all Rad Dan had to do to win the argument was literally shut up and be able to like show up and be able to compete for an entire event front to back, which he did multiple times. But
Yeah,
anyway, he
he
doesn't ever
showed up
win.
to round 1 and competed, and it's
Yeah,
just like,
and
hey, where you at?
won. His car is cool. But it is
That's what
kind of
makes me sad because I thought literal would like kind of fill that void left by Forrest Wang and like the whole
yeah.
like style of Formula D still being around, and it's just like your car is beautiful. I've seen him drive in person. It's like you're really like
Dude's
you
got
have
hands. Dude's
what's
got
going
hands,
on? Like,
dude.
yeah,
Yeah,
what is going on?
yeah, I've seen him whip very fast cars in very small spaces and not put a scratch on them. You know what I mean? Which is
He used to
really
drive in China.
yeah, exactly. Which is it's tough to do, right? But yeah,
Got
he
a
just
Mustang in those events in China. Yeah.
I remember that, yeah. But like, yeah, it's one thing. I mean, it's one thing to fuck around, and it's another thing to do it in competition. And I think tandems are stressful. You know what I mean? And like, you got to be
A
able to
little
hang,
bit.
dude. I mean, you can't see anything. It's loud. You really can't breathe that great. Like, you know what I mean? 'Cause
Right.
there's
Yeah.
fucking tire smoke everywhere. You can't see anything. I would really like to stress that you can't see anything part, especially. I mean, if you're
Oh
chasing,
God.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah, you're
yeah,
using the force in the chase position, man. Like,
yeah. You're basically following the sound of the guy that's in front of you.
And
Sounds like he's over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good luck when you're getting brake checked.
Right.
Well, that's
Right.
why they made you so like that was one of the reasons why for a few seasons there was a front brake light on the top of the windshield so that the judges could see when you were like braking no matter where you were at because there was a lot of like stealth brake checking, a lot of like stealth scrubbing speed. There's
yeah.
areas you're not allowed to brake in Formula D. They're acceleration zones, so if you're on the brake, it's an automatic like DNQ. They can DNQ you for it or DNF you for it. They can penalize you for it, whatever. So they put a lot of like lights on it, and then they found out people were like just holding the clutch and revving the engine and like letting the wheels spin and smoke, kind of like make it seem like they were still really on it. So then they made them
Yeah.
put stickers on one spoke of every wheel so they could actually track in real time if the wheel was slowing down. So now they use like
Oh shit.
they use like I can't remember the name of the word, but this fast ass fucking cameras, right? The higher frame rate cameras. They can actually tell
Yeah.
by like frame if your wheel speed is slowing down.
That's tight.
Yeah, I mean this
Jesus
is all
Christ.
this is all in a way to try to like
Make
keep
it
the
more fair.
keep the really experienced drivers, right, from like pulling tricks to like either force you to
Yeah.
hit them or force you to lock up, right? And then you're gonna lose you're gonna lose wheel speed, two, you're gonna lose speed, you're gonna lose proximity, you're gonna lose angle, right? So you're just gonna fall off in your chase run, that kind of shit. So but obviously like
Whack.
dude, we could do a whole episode just on all the cheating in Formula Drift. Like when they caught fucking Mad Mike gluing his tires. Remember when they caught that? So he was running. So Mad Mike was running a
The
twin
beat
turbo.
lock.
Yeah, he was running a twin turbo four rotor Miata. So it was like a 12, 1300. Yeah,
shit.
this dude Mad Mike doesn't give a single fuck.
Yeah, he
Dude. The
don't care.
guy's, the dude's amazing driver, right? And he's driven big high horsepower rotaries forever. So he's got the heavy right foot. You need all that shit. But the problem is that in Formula D, there's a weight to rear tire width rule that you have to fall within. And so a chassis that light with that much power, he's always at like a tire disadvantage. And the big problem he was having was debeating. Tire literally just spinning. So the tire will hold
Right.
grip and the rim will spill inside and it'll fucking
Yeah,
swap out. So he put these like fake beadlock wheels, rotiforms on the rear, right? Which is like, okay, there's a mechanical catch for the tire to not fly off the wheel. And then they found out that he was gluing the sidewall of the tire to the flange of the beadlock wheel because he would, and you like 4 or 5 times that season, he throws a rear tire off the wheel, even with the beadlock thing on it, that plate on there, it just flew it right over it, right? because he's
It
just
was
got two.
stupid that he did that anyway because the beat lock is illegal in Formula D, and other drivers were like, "Yo, like
Then it
dude's got
wasn't a
beat
real
locks
bead
over
lock, right? It
there,"
was a bead
and he was
look.
like, "No, it's not a real beat lock. It's just a." And then they made him like dismount one, and they were like, "What is
What's
that
all this
shit?"
fucking bullshit that's sticking the yeah.
Right.
When the reality of the situation is that car needed 300 less horsepower because it was fast as shit, right? He didn't need all
Yeah.
that speed. He didn't need all that wheel speed. But yeah, so there was like the weight shit because like he weighed the car and then they tried to sneak ballast over the rear end so it would hook a little and like you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And they caught him afterwards and like there's a photo of like your weight sticker says this and then you're on the you're on the scales after a crash 2 hours later and when they're corner balancing the car, it's 300 pounds heavier than it was when we waited for tech, right? So it's just like all this like in racing, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. But it's like, yeah, it's a lot of stupid
Correct.
shit like that. It's like rally.
It is.
It's the same kind of shit. It's like Group B, right? Like what shit can we sneak in? Because nobody's watching. There's no because of the fact there's no homologated car, there's no like spec car like in NASCAR or anything else. The margin of how much shit can I sneak into this race car is so much higher. Because they're just like, are you using the stock mounts for your suspension? Do the headlights work? Are they functional headlights, right? Like, have you moved the firewall? All this stuff. That's the main shit they're concerned about. And because all the powertrains and everything else are so different, you can get away with a bunch of fucking bullshit, which is kind of what makes the sport rad. But it also, you know, you've got dudes in there that have been in there since the beginning of the sport in the States, and they know all the tricks. They know the rule book inside and out. They got the big factory sponsors, so yeah, they're pulling some fuck shit. But that's racing, man. So we're gonna go from scumbag sideways racing to apparently Kyle's a Lambo boy now. You want to talk about that, buddy?
Yeah, well, by the time this episode drops, I'm sure it's okay for me to mention that I will be joining
On Thursday?
and on Thursday. I will be going to the new Lamborghini Technica launch in Thermal, California.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm doing that. I leave tomorrow morning. I'll be there Wednesday. I'll be on the track. You guys know about the Mike. I think you've mentioned it before. The private track with the houses and stuff on it.
Yeah, the thermal club.
The whole thermal club. Yeah. So I'll be working out. I think out of one of their garages there. I'm not sure which one. So I'll be doing that. Getting to see the new Technica. Of course, we'll have STOs and Uruses for like shuttles and stuff like that. But so that's what I'll be doing, changing tires, brakes, inspection cars. I'll be basically helping a good buddy of mine do all that. So hopefully I get to drive a new Technica. We'll see.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited about it. I mean, if you guys haven't seen the new Lamborghini, it's pretty nice looking.
Dude, that thing is sick. Like
It's
you
awesome.
have,
Yeah.
if you can, you got to get a couple pictures. Like
I'm gonna try. I'm sure pictures will be okay.
I mean, because the public knows what the car looks like. So it's
yeah,
not like
you
it's like a secret thing, right?
Yeah, it's not super secret, but I don't know if the event was. I was told to keep it kind of on hush, and I wasn't given the okay to talk about it. But since basically driving will happen, I want to say Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm okay to talk about it now. So
Yeah, whatever.
it'd be pretty fun. The only not so fun part will be the 8-hour drive down there.
Where's it at?
That's gonna
Because I was like,
thermal.
oh, thermal's tight though.
Yeah. So it'll be fun on the track. I'll get as many pictures as I can. Videos and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
That shit
no,
looks dope.
bring more. So what was the name of this fucking thing? The Technica, right?
Lamborghini Huracan Technica.
yeah,
I
Dude,
actually
that
have seen
interior
this
is
car.
so sick.
it's awesome. Yeah.
It's like I never
Yeah.
like wheels that look like that, but it looks so fucking good on that car.
Is anybody else over fucking Nardo Gray?
Yeah, honestly,
Everybody's doing it. It's
I was
I'm
into it,
really
now.
fucking over it.
Yeah.
Bring back colors on cars, please. Not just
Yeah.
different shades of gray and white. Just like this orange fucks really hard.
No magic.
that orange is nice.
Yeah, this thing's tight. So what's the hotness on this thing? Like, what's the big diff between this and like obviously it's not an STO, but like an Evo 2 or whatever?
Yeah, I don't know specifics too much. I wasn't very. I mean, I'm sure we can figure it out, but I didn't really look it up. It honestly almost looks like an STO or an Evo on the inside.
So is this
Says
like
that
their
it's
GT3
inspired by the
touring?
Super Trofeo Evo 2.
Yeah,
Okay, so yeah, it's like their GT3 touring,
yeah.
which is
Yeah.
great. More of that,
Yeah.
please. Yeah, you're the fucking Lambo guy, Kyle. What the fuck? Also, in
Yeah.
in alcohol related news, if you love your friends, don't ever let them buy a Kettle One botanical vodka spritz because this shit is fucking garbage.
It is. I've had it.
I saw your face when you started.
In what
drinking that.
fucking world does that
What?
sound
What?
good?
The
None.
world where
Right.
it ended up in my fridge for
Wa-
free and I didn't want
Dude,
to go
walk
out
me
the
through
garage.
this.
All
Okay.
right. So here's the
So
first thing.
walk me through this store situation where you
Oh,
saw
that
these and
no.
were like, huh.
Bro, this is like the
Put that up to
plastic
the
plant
camera.
mom
Move your
decor of
finger.
alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like, yeah.
That's disgusting.
It looks like a shampoo bottle,
Ugh.
first of all, which
You
should have
might
been
as
the
well
first
just
clue.
like chug the whole thing right here in front of us.
All right, well.
Yeah, go
Put
for
that
it.
shit in
Yeah,
your
get it,
beard.
get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Yes, yes,
Let's
yes,
go.
yes, yes.
Go.
I love it.
Thank you. Thank
Love
you.
it, man.
Thanks,
Good job.
Dad.
Love it.
As with
This is
most
why I'm an
things, if you
alcoholic.
do it faster, you get it over with sooner.
Yeah.
That's right.
See? See?
Hey, speaking of
Gave me-
F1, to kind of go off of F1 stuff, Formula One is going to Vegas.
Yeah,
Oh
man.
yeah.
Which is cool. So that pulled. So
It
now we have.
sucks.
Why does it
It's
suck?
Now it's gonna be because now if Vegas wasn't as populated as it already is, Formula One is gonna make it more popular.
I'm actually really interested to see the fate of Vegas because apparently Gen Zers don't drink anymore. It's not cool anymore to drink.
Oh, that's
Oh.
cool.
Yeah, so
Interesting.
alcohol,
For
like
us?
alcohol sales are down, alcohol consumption is down overall. Apparently, thoughts towards, wait, hold
That's
up.
what's
If anyone wants to go, I reserve the room the day of release balcony on the main straight. Tom,
What?
we need to talk.
For real?
How?
Yeah.
Are we
how-
taking the off-road freaking Prius?
Well, no, what I was no, because here's the thing: we can get rooms
Don't get him
somewhere else
started.
to stay and just hang
Don't-
out at Tom's for the race and watch the main straight.
Yeah, I'm down.
Tom, we
Yeah.
may really have to discuss. We'll bring booze,
Dude, that would be sick
obviously,
as fuck.
and
I'll
sandwiches.
bring weed.
I have no life with F1. What does that mean, Tom?
He's just like he's all in.
I think
he's just
he's
like
He's all about it.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
pure
he's
sweat.
all about it.
He's pure sweat, right? Like just unadulterated. What are boobs in sunlight? I don't know. There is only F1.
That shit's wild. Those kids driving those cars have big huevos.
Yeah.
Massive
Yeah,
huevos.
dude.
I don't want to take turns at that speed and with another car next to me. I'm cool. No.
There's so many things about F1 cars that are just like counterintuitive to human survival. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you
Fuck
can't
Tom,
take.
by the way.
Yeah, I
Just
know,
saying.
for real. Wait. You're gonna be at Coda? Like you have a room at Coda, or you have tickets for Coda? Because those sold out almost instantly and were expensive. So well done on your degenerate, sir. Your degeneracy. But yeah, no, I want no part of that shit, dog. I want no part of like,
That shit's
Driving one of those.
crazy.
yeah, no, dude, fuck no,
I
no,
want to do a lap.
no,
I would
I
love
don't.
to try.
No?
I would love to do a lap. I don't need to push it the way they drive.
No,
I
that's the
would
thing
love
is
to
you
do a
can't.
lap.
The car is nigh
I know you have
You
to.
cannot
undrivable.
push it.
Yeah,
You gotta
have
go.
Those
Yeah.
You
speeds.
have to be that speed to make
Yeah.
the car controllable.
yeah, which
Yeah,
is
that's
Yeah.
true.
that's what I'm saying is like no, oh, you did
It
the
goes-
corner wall. You're not
it-
going fast
yeah.
enough.
It goes against everything you're taught, like as you're driving, right?
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh, this handle where you you need to go faster. No.
Have you ever
Yeah.
seen that? Like when they have like they measure the cars like before they take it on the track, and they measure it when it gets the downforce of the car, and you watch the car just like squat like
Yeah, they
4
drop.
inches,
Yeah, it's
and you're just like, oh no wonder this thing fucking handles like a bitch in a corner because it's fucking like
it
this.
need-
not
yeah, it
like
needs
this.
to it needs to go. F1 cars are amazing because they only perform well inside of that operating range, right? Like from a dig,
Yeah.
a bunch of other like a lot
Yeah.
of street cars are faster than an F1 car from a
Yeah.
dig, right? A lot of not that expensive fucking by comparison to a multi-million-dollar F1 car. Street cars are a lot faster. Um at slow speeds, they're fucking garbage in a lot of
Right.
situations. But
You get to like 120 and plus.
145, 160, 180, cousin. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
They're going through corners at 140 that you're like,
Oh yeah. Oh
like
yeah.
I don't want to go through that bitch at 60. You know what I'm
And they're
saying?
like
Right.
this far away from the fucking wall and shit, and you're like, oh my
Dude,
god.
right? Okay, Monaco is like the most amazing thing to
Dude.
watch.
Dude, Monaco, yeah, I feel like
I
That's
hate
where,
when it
like-
rains in Monaco because I just want it to be dry so they can go fast. Like the rain is great because
Oh,
seeing
yeah.
25 cars pile up is always fucking hilarious.
yeah,
But
but I think there's just
Quickly
like
slide into each other.
oh, there goes another one. Oh, two more behind it.
yeah, there's nowhere yeah, there's like
They all
there's like
Push
two
each
or
other off the tank.
there's like two passing areas, like legitimate passing areas in
Oh yeah,
Monaco.
yeah.
Right?
The
There's a
whole
tunnel.
track.
There's a tunnel, and then there's the shorter front straight, right? And then that's
Yeah.
like
And then
basically
it's
it.
not even that long.
No,
And it's
you
like,
have to be
other than
like
that,
you have to be
no.
tucked, like ready to snap, like once you come
Yeah.
around that corner. Yeah, no, yeah, it's because that's why polling at Monaco is so important, right? Like you fucking need that advantage more than anywhere else. But I think that's one of those tracks, dude, where it's just like, can you imagine? Can you like even in your
No,
car?
no,
Can
I
you
can't.
even in your car? Can you imagine or like any kind of sports car being able to just like fly through the Monaco Grand Prix circuit?
Dude.
That shit would be wet as fuck, dude.
That'd be so
bad.
Yeah, like even give me something old and slow. You know what I mean? I don't care. Give me a vintage
Oh,
sports car.
absolutely. Give me a
I'll
EG hatch.
I'm cruising Cadillac. I don't give a shit.
I was gonna say like
Cadillac.
some little maybe a little bit more
I
sporty
know.
than that, but you
You
know
could
what I'm
have
saying?
fun
I
with
wouldn't
that.
care.
Even like
Taking the
S2
Escalade.
S2K, like
God, I was
Yeah.
gonna say that too.
take an S2K through Monaco, take a
Just
GTR.
like a stock S2K and just let it have some fun. Like,
Yeah.
That would be so fun.
That would be great. Monaco's contract is up and maybe replaced. I feel like you can't replace Monaco.
Right?
Yeah.
There's nothing else like it anymore. You know what I mean? There's just like you can't. Those old
There's
like
so much money in Monaco.
that's the other, but there's like all those old like super sketchy through the city tracks. There's fewer and fewer unless you're NASCAR in Chicago. Apparently, by the way, there's a NASCAR road course through downtown Chicago now.
Oh shit.
It's a
They're
horrible.
letting
fucking-
everything go
Right.
down in Chicago.
Yeah, trying.
Shootouts, NASCAR, whatever. Come to downtown Chicago.
shootouts while you're
It's all
doing
good
NASCAR.
here.
Yo,
You're not
that would
only
make-
you're not only racing for first.
NASCAR.
they're gonna
is
come
the
in one
highway.
morning and they're gonna be missing all the
we
rims and
just
tires off.
we
those
just invented
motherfuckers,
the
I
most
swear.
American motorsport ever: NASCAR with guns.
Yeah.
Isn't there a movie called fucking Death Race? Where it's the
Yeah,
same
we
fucking
literally
thing?
we just invented
Yeah,
death race.
kinda.
Yes, that's what
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
Real
With
life.
sponsors.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
had sponsors in the fucking movie. People would
Just-
buy them
just
shit
the
to
movie with-
sponsor.
Jason Statham or
yeah,
Statham,
Jason
whatever.
Statham.
Oh
Yeah,
my-
which was
oh
a
my God.
remake, which
Yeah.
is a remake of an older movie with David Carradine.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Oh my
also
God.
funny story about that
Which was
movie
horrible.
is that one of the cars in the original Death Race becomes the hero car for like a Power Rangers-esque TV show in the early 2000s called like The Masked Rider or some shit like that. It was like a bug-looking dude on a motorcycle, but he had a car and it had like Stegosaurus like spikes on the back. It's a car from the original Death Race from the 70s. So
Oh
they
my God.
literally repainted a 30-year-old show car. Like made it the hero car for a kid show. Don't ask me why I know this shit, dog. I don't know what you want. from
Random
me.
facts with Alex.
Alex, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where nerd dumb in cars intervene,
How-
you will find
Yeah.
Chug
me
one of those things.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
get another chug in there.
bro, you get a couple of these tentacles in you,
Another-
cousin? A couple of these tentacles in you, cousin? Shit. Credit score go
Well,
up.
they're-
Get a couple of these
They're
motherfuckers.
losing money at Monaco.
That's just from TV
Would you
ratings.
get into an F1 car, Alex? Like if somebody else was driving it, would you?
Yes.
Have to.
Absolutely.
I might shit
Okay.
my pants in your
Dude,
F1 car.
No, I need my
but-
face to fall
yeah.
off. It's fucking 9 lateral G's.
And
Like
it
I'm
would.
going to
And it
die
would.
in that car.
It would. 100%.
Like, I'm
My
gonna die
cousin got
without
to
him
do
crash.
that.
What?
In the
Oh,
tandem
that's
ones,
wild.
and the 2-seater
Yeah,
F1
she
cars.
did
Yeah.
the makeup in some Formula One movie, and they were like, "Hey, do you want to like go around the track one time, like do a lap?" And she was like, "No, not really." And then they're like, "It's
Get in the car, bitch.
for promotion. Just get in the goddamn car."
Dude,
It wasn't a question. This is a one-time life experience. Do it.
Right,
Yeah.
get in the goddamn car.
I got to
Just
drive
like, "Ah!"
or ride along with.
And she said she screamed the whole time.
Of course you
I
did.
got to. I did too. I got to ride along with Squadra course driver Jerome Mole at Sonoma, and he's like the drift. He's basically the drift guy for Lamborghini, right? And he took this car, and I felt like he drifted the entire track, dude. I'm just like sitting in my seat, and I'm just like, "Oh crap! Oh shit!" Just getting whipped around. And he was like, "Yeah, that was like 6/10." And I was like, "What?" Like
He's
6
like, I'll
tenths, and
whip
this
this
dude
bitch, dog.
ripped
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I was like, "Holy crap, dude!" Like,
There's only so
sitting-
much I can do
I'm
in a
like-
demo.
I'm trying to hold my phone, and I'm just like this, bro. And I'm like, well, I'm deleting that video. That doesn't look good. Like,
I mean, I think Timmy will report back after his drift ride along,
oh yeah,
and you will now understand. Shit is
I'm
wild,
excited.
dude.
Yeah.
Like, what are they
It's-
gonna take you for a right seat drifting in? Timmy, what car is it?
A right seat drifting?
Yeah,
What?
you're gonna
your
be in right
passenger
seat.
seat.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Charger Hellcat.
I mean, it won't be fast, but it'll be
Yeah.
sideways.
It's gonna feel real safe.
As long as it's sideways.
Well, no,
yeah,
he's gonna be in
that's
the
fine.
back seat, so it'll feel a little less safe.
Yeah.
Because the ass is swinging on those motherfuckers, bro. When
Yeah.
you're in the,
That'll
you're
be tight.
if you're, you gotta
It's
think.
different being on the back part that's like
Well, the
getting
angle,
out
your
sideways.
your movement is literally bigger,
He's
right?
gonna get
Because
in the
if
back
you're,
of that bitch, it's gonna have like a five.
Yeah, I mean,
Five
it's got-
point harness on, right?
yeah, it's just, but yeah,
the
no
roller
one,
coaster and shit.
when he
Bro,
goes
I'm
to
excited drive the
initiate,
Lamborghini, bro.
when he transitions in that car, if you're in the back seat, you're gonna feel like you're sliding all over the motherfucking
Everywhere.
because that car is long as shit, and to go from full lock this way to full lock this way, you're swinging like 12 feet across, dude. Like,
Yeah.
It's so big.
yeah, in like
What she said.
right
Yep.
seat, front seat is a little bit not as aggressive. So yeah, I'm excited to hear what Timmy thinks about that.
It's gonna be cool.
It's gonna be super cool because drifting's rad. Because it's
Then
the
when I
only.
drive the Huracan, it's a professional instructor goes with you, so he'll tell me when to go flat out.
You're gonna have so much fun in that Huracan, dude. Like
so
the
excited.
4-wheel steer is out of control in that car.
I want to drive more shit with 4-wheel steer because if I want,
Yeah.
like, I feel like it's a game changer. Like I feel like
Oh,
It is.
totally.
yeah,
It's a trip, dude. You're coming around just a corner, and it's like the whole. Just basically, it's almost. I mean, it's so weird because the ass end is just kicking out, and you're like, this is not right. Like,
Yeah.
this is everything that I've known is just not right. Like, it just hugs the corner.
It just
Just
hugs
like-
and goes.
Oh,
because
yeah.
the ass is going what feels like the wrong way, but the front's still pointing in the right direction, which is always your barometer, by the way, as to whether you're not you're fucking up. If the front end's pointed in the
Don't
right
look
direction,
behind you.
yeah, if the front end's pointed the right way, you're doing all right. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, yeah, I want to drive more shit, like more expensive shit like that, or even old
The-
Japanese shit with rear-wheel steering.
The new Range
Wanna
Rover
drive more shit.
rear-wheel steering is a trip. I mean, you got a big body Range Rover that makes a U-turn tighter than like the Evoque or the Discovery Sport. And
Yeah.
you're just like, dude, this is
Yeah,
trippy.
that actually is impressive. Because like Range
Yeah.
Rovers
That-
have always had really tight turning radius. That was always like just based on the way that the wheelbase is, because the front wheels are pushed way out, right? There's like almost no front overhang on a Rover, right? But yeah, that sounds with the rear wheel steering. That sounds funny. I didn't realize
it's nuts.
new
that
S
is
classes have that shit too.
I didn't know that.
Mhm.
Damn, Tom, coming with the facts.
I know,
I know,
Tom-
right? Tom's out here trying to be part of
Dude,
the
are you
facts.
right? Are you trying to be?
Everybody knew the Prelude came with
Everybody
it. Come on.
I didn't know the Pantera registering as a Volkswagen shit. Like I didn't know that shit. That's insane. Also D Tomaso Panteras are fucking tight. So if anybody wants to give me one of those, I'll gladly accept.
There's one on
For
Bring a
sure.
Trailer right now. You could probably buy that.
Oh, get out of here.
Dude, don't even mention. I'm like 3 tax
Sure.
brackets away
You
from
better
even
start,
looking at
bro.
Bring a Trailer.
You better start getting paid for how much you bring
They
a
should
trailer
pay
up.
me. They should. They should pay me.
Right. If you
Sponsorship,
don't
bro.
get them to sponsor this shit,
Right. How much
Sponsor
money did they
motherfucking
shift? Did they fucking
Bring a Trailer.
shove
Please
up your
sponsor the
beehole?
Rev Match podcast.
They are not gonna, dude.
Like and
Nobody that
subscribe while you're
listens
at
to
it.
this podcast, nobody that listens to this shops on Bring a Trailer. No, like we're not that guy. You're not that guy, bro. You're not
You're
him.
not the guy, pal.
You're not Himmy Neutron, dude. You know what I'm saying?
dude, you'd be surprised if he brings it up every episode.
His brother bought a car off Bring a Trailer,
He got a
But-
smoking ass deal in that car.
which is wild.
It's
by the way.
about to leave.
Andrew, you're a
Is he
bitch.
selling it?
It's about to leave.
Where's he selling it for?
It might be smoking.
That V8's not fun to work on.
I think he already got. I think it might already be sold.
What was he gonna
And
get?
I don't want to. I don't want to say. I don't know.
What was he gonna
He's
get? He's
not gonna
never
come
gonna.
in. He's
yeah.
not gonna come on here and say anything, anyways.
I'll give
Um,
$1,000 for it.
No, he's getting 25 grand.
What is he? What does he get?
Jesus.
What car is he buying?
I know. I don't know what
You
I'm
gotta
gonna say. He hasn't
just
decided
pull the
yet, but
motor.
he's
What are-
looking at.
what are his
He's
options?
looking at Subarus.
Gay. Oh,
Like
My mic
he
was not
You
muted.
can't
Yeah.
say, you can't
Hold
say
on,
that
hold on.
anymore.
Hold
You
on.
say
He was-
unfortunate.
No, fuck that. You can say that shit.
He was looking at an 07 STI Limited.
has he not listened to the podcast at all?
Like honestly,
Like,
dog.
ever?
No,
Like
hell no.
like okay, Mike and I have both bought 2 STIs. Okay?
Dumbasses.
There's a
Idiots.
difference because
Fucking-
like Andrew drives very slow.
It doesn't
Oh,
matter.
perfect car. All right, perfect car.
Yeah, Andrew will
Literally
want to
go
just
for him.
like have it lowered and just like be part of the low.
Says the
Okay.
guy that uses launch control in his S4. Sure, he likes to drive slow.
Me?
No, he's talking about
No.
his brother.
Oh yeah, he used it a couple times, but then
He's gonna want to drive fast. He's gonna get in Subaru and thinks he's fast, right? Like now he's gonna drive fast.
Let me tell you this. I would not buy a third one. Okay? That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
I want another one. He was also looking at a hatch.
I
possibly.
would say this, but like I still want to build a Hawkeye, or I'd still go back and buy a Bug Eye and rip
That's
this
what I'm
all the
saying.
shit out of it and put a full
yeah.
drivetrain in it. Like, fun fact: did I tell you that my old 03 was up at the same place that did all the work for my car
The
and was actually
YWX?
getting a full drivetrain swap?
Tight.
I saw you and I
That's-
actually were there, right?
Yeah.
When it,
I just couldn't do it again. Like literally it's either whenever the fuck I figure out what I'm doing. I'm not spending any money on car shit because I don't know what I want to do. Right? So like I'm not gonna throw money at anything right now as much as I talk shit until I figure out like what I really want. Period. Because like I have to stop. No, I have to stop flipping cars, dude.
Well, then keep
Yeah.
your STI and go.
Like
on
I have
drive.
not. I've had this
385.
car for 3.5 years. That's the longest I've owned a car in the last
So
decade.
keep it. Keep it. Then
Me
go
too.
go on the 85. Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
GTI I've had for 6 years now.
I
It's
can't-
the
I
longest I've ever kept a car.
I can't
Yeah.
say that. I can't say that.
Yeah, no, like I've had Jamal knows. Like Jamal, when we were homies, I was already like 6 cars
Sierra,
deep.
Jetta, yeah.
So before, so it was the van, there was the black Jetta, there was the RSX, there was the first 240 that got stolen, there was the second 240,
Yep.
there was
Yep.
that
The
240 I
white
sold.
Jetta.
Oh, the white Jetta, that's right.
Yeah.
Damn, you
that
had hella
wasn't-
Jettas.
That wasn't technically my car. That was a car.
Most
Anyway,
people who buy one Jetta don't get the second Jetta.
second Jetta I didn't pay for; it was given.
Fair enough.
Colin.
Then there
Good job.
was the manual Accord coupe. No, wait. No, there was the waterbed. This is when we were struggling. That was the struggle. That was the whip I bought for 500. Bro, I bought this car for $500. It had a.
What was the waterbed?
It was the 4-door Accord.
a
Remember I
Jetta?
bought it off. Remember I bought it off Daniel Garza. Remember my homie Daniel Garza from Tesla.
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
have
so
that 4-door.
Yeah, so it was like
Accord.
a 03 Accord with cut springs and a blown transmission. and blown
Oh
shocks.
my
Dude, it
god.
was cut springs and blown shocks.
Oh my
Jesus.
god.
Yeah, no, I bought it for $500.
Is
I
your
moved.
back okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I moved from
Okay.
LA to so I drove that car back and forth to NorCal like a gang of times. Like actually that car was probably the best automotive investment I've ever made because I bought it for $500, only ever put oil in it, and then put $80 in used tires on it, and then scrapped it for $450.
Oh shit.
So like percentage wise, best financial investment I've ever made when it comes to cars, right? I got the most ROI on that car, period.
You did. I'll give you that.
No, yeah, and then so there was that one, and then I had a 5-speed 2-door Accord coupe. Then there was the first STI, then there was the Chevy SS, then there was the Fiesta ST, and now there's this STI. I think I missed one in there, maybe 2, but whatever. I can't keep flipping cars like that shit, dog. But yeah, it's either you build this car or whatever I get rid of this thing for. Like it has to be. I have to stop. Like I got to just find a fucking chassis and just stick
You're
with it.
done.
And that's
Nah.
it is what it is, right? And like
You're a
have
car
a day
guy,
like,
bro. not gonna
You
stop.
just
That's hard.
need to
That's hard.
sell the Outback and give Jess the truck, and you keep the STI and get some chassis.
no, then I have 2 race cars. That's stupid. I need a
That's the
truck for
point.
me. No, out here, honestly, driving out here, I need a truck. Like I have to have a truck out here because like I just need to be able to. I just need to be able to, no, I just need to be able to fly around
Have
on these
Toyota
shitty
cow.
ass. Yeah, no, it's on these shitty ass roads. I just need to be able to fly around without like. There's roads I can't take. I have to go the long way places because I can't take my car on the fucking roads. Like if I want to go to my aunt's house, who's
Fucking
4
racist.
miles
Don't you have
from
a
here,
Subaru?
huh?
Don't you have a Subaru?
Yeah, yeah, but it's
Why
lowered
didn't
on
you bring it back
19,
to stock
dude.
height?
Like, yeah, it's like it's lowered
Should
on
have
19.
Why
slammed.
can't you
Yeah.
take it place?
No, I didn't raise
Why
this.
can't you go off road in a all-wheel drive?
The motherfucker's lower to the ground. You know,
Dude,
Alex. Come
dude,
on,
bro, it's bad, dog.
Oh,
I
it's-
raised.
come
I
on.
raised.
He won't raise that shit a half inch. Just to make
No,
his
I
life
did.
better.
I raised it up when I got out
You
here.
had to.
I had
You
to,
had
yeah,
to
because
for
they
time.
You
literally
live in Texas now. Put some long travel on that bitch and get ghost.
put some
You're
long
playing
travel. I mean,
games.
you could put long travel on it, but
Get out of here.
yeah,
On
I don't
that
know.
note.
Playing games.
It's just it's just hanging out. I'm not really doing anything to it till I figure out whatever my fucking degenerate ass is gonna do. But on that bombshell, I think that's an episode.
That is an episode.
We actually managed to have a set idea of things we were gonna talk about. When
That's
we started
legit.
this episode, and we talked about every fucking single one of them. Look at us go.
Yeah.
It was pretty nice. It was pretty
Here's
nice.
the fun thing about content creation,
Yeah.
kids. Sometimes the simplest shit is the shit you don't think of. Maybe for 2 years, who knows? But
You know.
we got there eventually
Yeah.
because my brain was like, we need professional level graphics before we have a show structure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyone that is
Yeah.
still listening to this point, just get ready because we're gonna start doing like video games. If you play Forza and shit, I'm gonna get
I'm not
on.
even gonna say this anymore because we've said this every episode for 3 months.
Well,
and
that's
when we
cool, but we're
actually
gonna do
just
it.
start
We're
getting on the internet,
Gonna go.
we're
just
gonna do
right,
it this time. All
just
right.
fucking
We're gonna
Shane
play
I thinks
games.
Shane I thinks
Yeah,
is the
we'll
first
see,
time
Timmy.
chatter. Wait, shut the fuck up. Shane I thinks is the first time chatter. Been hanging out the whole time. We appreciate you.
Hell
We do
yeah.
this, we do this every
Yeah.
other week. Homie, join our Discord. Links in bio. We talk about stupid car shit,
Yep.
photos, video games. We make fun of Timmy. It's great.
It's
Be
great.
part of it.
I
Be
love
part
it.
of the chat.
Be part of the shit.
Yeah, make
Um,
fun of Mike Centra all you want.
We are speaking of the Sentra. We are still working on the t-shirt. Waiting for
The Sentra
response on
t-shirt.
some revisions, but it's
Stop being
looking
jealous.
it's going in the right direction. We like the overall direction the shirt's going to be. It's going to be tight. Yeah, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Apparently, we're getting a website set up so we can go to SEMA next year. So maybe we should just throw our fucking merch on there and sell it on our website.
Hell yeah.
We're apparently paying for it.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
But yeah, that's it. We'll be back in a couple of weeks. With a guest. We don't know yet who it's going to be. We got like 3 floating around. In worst case, we'll just get Zach on. Because he really wants to talk
Jeff.
about his
Yeah.
Integra.
We
got Jeff.
We
Yeah, we
definitely
got-
have Zach.
We'll get Jeff back on. We'll get Zach on. We got a couple of
Hey.
homies.
Yeah, Yeah, Cody, way to come in right at the end.
Right, Elon Musk. Yeah. Listen, you know what?
Yeah.
If I could get Elon Musk on here, I would. Actually, if I could get Tommy Effia on here and Lenny at the same
Oh
time,
my
just to get
Seriously.
Lenny
God.
lay into Tommy Effia for a
Bro.
bunch of GTR shit that I don't actually care about. It'd be,
Have you seen any of that bullshit that's going on with that dude?
I'm too broke to own a car that matters for that, so no, I don't.
This dude came out and basically said that Tommy Effia scammed him for $180,000 worth of investments into his company, and has like all this proof and shit. And like Tommy's fucking weak ass came out and was like, "I can't talk about this. We need to get with lawyers involved. This, and that."
I
Like,
mean, if he owns a brand, that's smart. He has a brand. I wouldn't say shit
Yeah.
either. Like, you got to make the statement saying that you're acknowledging the thing somebody's saying, but also to say you're not going to acknowledge it by responding to it.
at the same time, I think that dude
Mhm.
fucking bamboozled this dude into fucking sending him some money.
I mean, I
At
don't
the
know.
end of the day, nobody held a gun to your head, and you did what you did. But like, oh,
I've seen Lenny's point of view. I've read the forums. It seems like there's something. It does seem like there's something wrong going on there. I have also seen some cars that have come out finished from that shop that are not great, and I've seen other cars that come out that are fucking legit.
Yeah.
Right.
YouTube guys.
A lot of them are YouTube guys, which is unfortunate. So you may have like a Motor X situation going on, which is historically not great because we ended up as a community losing Skylines period from the total
Mhm.
available pool of cars to purchase because the feds crushed them, which sucks. America. Don't blame the person, it's the metal's fault because it brought itself here illegally.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Like, I'm just saying we can ship a bunch of people to Kamala Harris's front
Ship
door,
'em back.
but I can't ship a car back to Japan because it's illegal. Just saying.
Right.
Anyway. Too real?
No.
No?
No.
No, we're gonna go
No.
out super spicy on this one.
Perfect.
I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I fucking love it.
Yeah. But yeah, who knows? Who knows? But I would
Hey.
like to see. Oh,
I'm not
we're
down the
still
street,
on
bro.
air, Jamal.
Yeah, we're on air, homie.
Can you yell
Yeah.
at people on your porch when we're done, Grandpap?
Yelling at my dog.
Are you
My
trying to
dog's
you trying to get
doing
drugs
some
over the
guard dog
fence right
shit.
now?
They got,
No,
they got
dude,
close to the
Or
Cadillac.
like
They
a
got
real
close to the
situation.
Cadillac. Okay.
No, he's going full black speak mode on us right now, just like fucking whistling and yelling.
Right.
Go away from my Cadillac. Damn
It's
it.
a dog, not a white girl chained up to my front porch.
Listen, bro. Listen, man. I don't know what you're into.
It's a dog.
We don't king shame here, dog. We don't king shame here. Okay. Love is love, dog. Love is love. Okay.
Do what you gotta do.
Oh, God. All right, let's wrap this up.
That's it. That's the wrap. We appreciate you guys for
Oh my
hanging out.
God.
We'll be back in a couple of weeks as always. Thank you guys who hanged out in chat all
Appreciate
show.
y'all.
That was great. We had a great time. And yeah, we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys soon.
It's
Take care.
2022, Poppy. We don't care.
We don't care,
Get outta
sweetie.
here.
Love is love,
We
baby.
don't.
All right. Love is love.
Oh,
We love you
God.
guys. Take care.
Bye.
Have a good night.